too, right? Yeah. It's sweet.
Why are you yelling?
Oh, I didn't realize I was yelling.
God, pussy.
Yeah, so bring us in.
Put your headset back on.
Look at this freak over here, not paying attention.
Does anybody want? No, for real though. Alright, I'll tell him right now. You know what?
Are you gonna be here next week?
Sorry, Carlos. On you.
You gonna be here? All said he's gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm down. I already invited him. I'm not gonna invite him again.
Can you put it on?
So you had to make a new one or what?
Yeah.
No, eat them all.
I lowered
Come on.
the bit rate.
Just eat it. Don't be gay.
Bro, I already had like a lot of it. You can have it, bro.
Eat it like that.
Honestly, I feel like you touched your nuts earlier, so just please eat it.
Feed me.
That's gay that you didn't accept that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking.
Alright, so I think we're
It's
still
actually
muted.
homophobic
We're
during
still
Pride
muted.
Month.
Thank you. Alright, there we go.
I call it Gay Hate Month, though. That's how I feel about it.
But
Call it.
real quick,
Weekend strong on part 2.
real quick, guys.
Awareness.
Mental health awareness.
Halftime, shot time, baby. You know what it
Hey, you
is.
heard about that girl? So there was a girl. She posted a video.
You ready?
Fuck.
All right,
Not
bet.
really.
All right, guys, real quick. Happy Father's Day to all the responsible men out there. Only responsible ones.
That's
All right.
a good
The,
one. I like
the
that.
present ones.
Not the douchebags.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you know who you are, man. So if you're one of us, go ahead and take a nice sip with us.
Drop a like,
Smoke yourself a nice cigar, baby.
Subscribe.
subscribe, and comment. Cheers, boys.
Gents, happy Father's Day.
Holy fuck. Every time. Every fucking time.
That's
dude.
the Don Julio.
Nice, right?
Woo!
That's that Don fuck me up.
That's
Anyways,
that.
there was this
Damn.
girl.
Yeah.
She posted
You
this
need that?
video to her TikTok. Where
crackers.
This
she's
is
like,
what you do, bro.
Soak that shit up.
me giving,
Oh, no, you put some
having a
cheese on that
moment of
bitch.
silence for men's health, mental health awareness or whatever.
It cut out. Hold on, cut out.
Okay,
All right, fuck this story. Never mind.
Oh no.
God doesn't want me to say it.
Somebody cut out.
No, we're good.
Are we?
Yeah.
Somebody muted themselves. I can tell.
Yeah, they're chewing.
Oh my
Oh.
bad.
God,
Sorry.
they're trying to make it all.
Anyways, so she posted a video like me doing a moment of silence for men's mental health awareness.
What?
And she's like loudly dancing and shit. And bro, all like she had to delete all of her accounts because
Yeah.
everyone went after her.
They're probably telling her to kill herself.
No, it was bad, dude. They were like everyone like when people reposted the video, I saw the comments. They were like, "Oh, she deleted her account." They like got her ass.
Oh, dude, they'll fucking.
But it's just
find,
like, why would you do something that stupid? Just shut up.
Whoa.
You know how many people could, if they would have just shut up, then they wouldn't fuck their life
No,
up.
just people like
shut
me.
up.
Most of the times it's just shut the fuck up.
You know what? I'm not gonna talk no more.
Bro, I'm just gonna shit.
Oh, not me though. I
We know.
don't care.
He stands on business.
What do I?
10 toes down.
I don't have a life to lose.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. And you have a
What?
big cock.
Who would
Bigger
lose
than-
you? I would.
It's average size, man.
Bigger than a gorilla.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, there you go.
Let's see it live.
At least I'm bigger than her.
We're hoping. We're hoping.
It's inside my body right now.
It's got to
inside
warm
my
up
body,
to come out first.
You gotta just stick your finger in your ass.
Is that how you do it?
You got to push it up in the back.
How you do that?
You got to push it up in the back.
Yeah, I ain't got that link.
Honestly, that shot got me fucked up.
And that was nice.
should
No,
start
I,
with
feel,
that.
like the fucking
I feel good.
Here, try this.
I feel really good now. That was a nice little warmer.
Toss it right here.
Light it and then chuck it.
I got hands.
Roulette.
I got hands. Boy, I don't think these mitts can catch.
Nah, so on the
Ooh,
break
yeah.
time, man, I had
Just because
mentioned
you said that shit, it would drop it.
for the ones at
I know,
home, I
right?
had mentioned a little bit of a boxing match coming up here in September.
Dirty boxing.
Something a little big, something a little
Butterbean.
big, nothing too big, but
We got some
Canelo
zips.
versus Crawford. I know a lot of us here, we're not boxing fans, but I am.
I am. What are you talking
And I
about?
would like to, but it's just us two. It's not a lot of us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, you finished
I
yours?
I don't
Who
mind
do you
yet.
think the best boxer of all time is?
All time?
All time.
All time because of the entertainment. I like Mike Tyson.
Butterbean is the
But-
best boxer.
Like
Whoever
Say-
Butterbean's a
boxes.
Cesar
motherfucker
Julio
too.
No, I
Chavez.
love Butterbean. No, I
Sanchez.
think Sugar Ray Robinson is the best boxer.
Sanchez.
Of all time.
Who's Sanchez?
Look him up.
Oh, Santiago Sanchez, El Salvadorian.
I thought you were talking about
Fucking
yourself.
awesome. No, he was great.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
No,
Who?
didn't
You
he
mean,
die in like a car crash or
No,
something?
no, no. What was his name? That's not his name. What was his name?
Santiago Sanchez.
I bet.
No, Salvador.
Salvador Sanchez. Sorry, there you go.
Yeah. You're
But
right,
didn't he
you're right.
die in a? Didn't he die in a car
Yeah,
crash?
I forgot, but
something
yeah,
like
he
that.
died.
He was
Something.
undefeated when he
He was a
when
beast.
he was incredible.
Actually, he was defeated because he could.
Duran is one of the probably the greatest lightweight who ever fought. But I think Sugar Ray Robinson is probably the best like pure boxer of all time.
He's raw. I mean,
Like he went
I like
I
it.
think he lost his first fight. He was like 72-0 when he lost his first fight. And like
But were they
at
meaningful
some point
fights?
I mean back then you fought who you could fight.
That's nowadays too.
and they would fight a lot.
No,
faster.
nowadays they fight whoever they want.
So like back then, like so
You would
for
fight
instance,
repetitively too.
Like my favorite fighter is a fighter named Charlie Burley, who didn't get a lot of acclaim, but he was a part of this group called the Pittsburgh's Black Murderers Row, and it was like this group of boxers who were really, really skilled, like technically talented fighters that guys didn't want to fuck with because it wasn't a good win. It wasn't a good like they would lose and it wouldn't be it would be ugly. But like this dude fought he was a middleweight. He fought a dude and then 2 weeks later he fought a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
And like that's how they would fight, like 10 times a year. And
Pretty
I think
much,
he beat Archie
10
Moore, who's like a all-time light heavyweight, and he beat
That's
him.
like once a month.
No,
10 times a year, dude?
they would
I'm
fight
sure that's
a
how
lot,
the old
dude.
days in the UFC.
Like
used to
that's
be,
how
too.
they accumulated those records, is because they would fight
Yeah.
constantly.
But
Like
also,
in the UFC shit,
Like
you
you
would
see
fight
guys
like 3
now, and they
fights.
fight like a good fighter fights
What's
3
like-
times a year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like Joshua Van. He just fucking came off that win, and he's already fighting next week.
Alex
Or
Pereira?
week after next.
That run he went on, that was
Yeah.
back to back.
Nah,
But
but
see,
this is
also
different.
about-
I'm talking about old school
but
UFC,
also,
where you would fight.
we're talking about
3 times in
boxing.
a day.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, those
boy.
tournaments, those
Yeah,
early
yeah.
tournaments,
Boy,
yeah, that's
we
crazy.
seen that.
Yeah,
Boy,
we
we
watched it,
seen
we
that.
watched it.
But like in
What's his
boxing
face? They're making a
terms,
movie about him.
Talking
The
about
Rock's
the
gonna
Brazilian?
play him.
Oh, you're talking about
Mark,
Mark. I know what you're talking about. I don't
No,
know.
who's the
Noriega?
guy?
the War Machine.
The War Machine? Yeah.
No, who's the guy that would
The
come
War Machine.
Yeah.
to? Remember
What
the guy
the
we
fuck?
watched? So we watched UFC 1. And a guy came out holding a whole cross.
Oh, that
Like a
he
big
was like
cross,
Samoan.
dude.
He was like Samoan.
Yeah.
Like a cross
Dude,
cross?
Dude,
Okay,
I was like, how are you not burned out by the time you get to the freaking ring?
Dude, it was like fucking.
A wood cross.
It was like a 6x6
Was he on roids?
fucking
Yeah.
nailed
Oh,
to
yeah.
each other. 6x6.
Yeah.
Crucifixing?
What?
He looks at Noah
That-
right away, dude.
That shot got you all fucked up.
I didn't know shot.
but also,
Give me a shot.
No. Because then you're going to be fucking saying, shut
yeah,
the fuck
you're
up.
driving. You're driving over there.
Watch what the fuck you're saying, bitch.
I was like, "You drunk?" That wine, dude, it does nothing.
Hey, can you get him another shot?
No,
Can I
fuck
get another
that.
shot?
Of course.
Fucked up. Nah, but what classifies?
so hey, listen. Do you guys remember in Austin Powers, the Asian dude with the hat?
Ooh, yes, the one that threw the
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
hat.
yeah.
So he fought in the UFC.
What?
Like he was in, I think, UFC 4, and in his fight that was back when like crotch shots were illegal. So like in his fight, I think he practiced something that like was like you couldn't feel pain. So like the dude that he fought like hit him in the fucking groin like 6 times or some shit in that fight. But that was the dude. But that was the dude who like raped someone in like the '94, and then like 10 years later, they got his DNA and connected it to that, and like went to prison. And then when he was in prison, he killed his cellmate.
What the fuck?
But like, there's a video. You can find the video of when the cops like tell him like, yeah, so we connected your DNA to a rape
murder.
that took place
Oh, jeez.
10 years ago, and the officer's basically like, yeah, you're fucked. Like, we got you. And like the dude, he doesn't know how to react to it or whatever, and then he ends up going to prison for it. And then when he was in prison, he killed his cellmate. And he was the dude in freaking Austin Powers.
That's
the Asian
crazy.
dude, the big Asian. And he was a UFC fighter. He was in like UFC 4, I think.
Wow. So I don't mean to get too off topic or
Yeah.
kind of switch it off, but
Whatever.
well, Mike Tackett had said before, have we ever seen that movie Civil War?
No, I want to watch it real bad though.
What
That
year
was-
was that made?
That's the one with Kirsten Dunst and
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Matt Damon.
No, not
Matt Damon.
No, I'm saying he looks like
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Dude,
he looks like Matt
That's
Damon.
her husband. That's
Are y'all not robots?
He's in that Black Mirror episode too with the
Oh,
Where
with the
he's like-
astronauts.
no, where it's like Star Trek, but it's his world that he created, and he like controls everyone.
Oh yes.
What is
what
his
we were talking
name?
about- Oh no,
Hold up.
Josh
He's
and I were talking
a
about.
good actor too, man. God
Hold on.
damn it.
Oh yeah, look it up.
Plemons. Jesse Plemons is his name.
What's that episode of Black Mirror? That was gonna bug me.
Which one? Which one?
No,
Oh, that
it's,
one.
it's the one where he's
He makes
living
his
in
own
a
video game.
He's
He
living
makes
in a
his video
fantasy
game.
world,
Yeah.
yeah.
He makes
But like
his own-
it's like
It's like Star Trek.
basically Captain Kirk.
You want Black Mirror?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Star
but
Trek.
he's Captain Kirk of like a Star Trek kind of thing, and but he's like a tyrant over everyone. And they end up.
By the
turning
way,
on him.
did you see the new season? They made a sequel to it.
Did they really?
Yeah, they made a part
that's
2
gonna
to
be
it.
awesome.
Dude, I've already watched it. It's fucking.
So it's the
y'all are
USS Callister. That's
That's
the Black
it.
Mirror episode.
USS
That was really fucking good.
Yeah, they made a sequel to it on the new season.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that shit.
Part 1 and Part 2.
Have you seen Sinners?
No.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it this week, but I just haven't. But I did, I did watch this funny clip where it was like,
Hey, dude, I
Thompson
like-
Girls.
I like your little giggle, dude. That was nice.
Don't be gay.
Can you
bro.
do it again? Do it
I
again.
don't even know what
it
I
was like
did.
real sweet.
I don't even know what I
You just go
did.
like this.
I mean,
That shit was fucking adorable, dude.
Dude, that was so nice.
I
dude.
don't even know what I did.
Like I want to hug you right
Dude,
now.
yeah, it was kind of like
No
that.
way.
Dude, you're
All right,
cute, dude. You're cute.
It's getting hot. Oh, guys.
Dude, that giggle.
Hey, can you button your shirt up?
God damn it.
And he was like,
I'm nervous. I'm
It's not a
sweaty.
button up.
I'm getting sweaty in here. But anyways, so Tom Segura's podcast with his wife. Like one of his producers is this black dude, and they asked him like, "Did you like it?" And he was just like, "I fucking hated it."
Yeah.
It's like I'm just tired of seeing them like people on screen, and it was funny because like his take was really unique, and he's like, I thought for sure there would be other people who felt the same way. He's like, and then he went online and everyone loved it. And he's like, God damn it.
okay, I'm gonna do.
I like it.
So I haven't
thought
seen
it
it
was
yet,
really good.
but it looks
just
like a
touched my leg.
typical.
What are you drinking?
Agua de coco.
What did you
I
say?
like cocoa.
All right.
Just say coconut water, dude.
What were you
That's
gonna say?
honestly delicious, dude. If y'all haven't tried it, delicious.
Thank you, Primo.
Honestly, I swear on everything, bro. Have y'all
Oh, now
tried
y'all
that?
are friends?
Dude,
What is it
alright.
from? Where'd you get it from?
I usually go to La
Michoacana.
Michoacana. There you go.
What do they make
But
it
is
from
it just
hand?
straight up coconut water?
My
Like cut
wife,
from the
good.
coconut?
my wife used to work there. I'll let you know next time. I don't know how the fuck they
Because
make it, but
when I was in Puerto Rico, I had that. Like at
It's
a stand
delicious,
where they do
dude.
this straight up cut open a coconut that they had in ice and drank it, and
that's coconut
awesome.
water though.
That's
That's
coconut
like
water.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
This
yeah.
is more like they had. I'm
Sugar.
pretty sure
They had
condensed
sugar.
milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's
like
agua
they
de
make it
coco.
sweeter
Yeah.
and shit.
Dude,
But
it's
this-
delicious though.
Okay,
bro.
no, that
It's-
sounds great because I love coconut flavor.
Dude.
Let me call Ice real quick.
I'll bring it next time. Well, in 2 weeks
I ain't
when you
leaving.
come back. When you come back, I'll bring
No,
you some.
okay,
white-
yeah, because
I'm one of the
that
whitest
sounds awesome.
motherfuckers
Because
here,
like
too.
I bet.
anything coconut flavored, I love it. That might.
One up.
I don't know if you
One
guys
up,
remember the
yeah.
ice cream trucks.
Oh, boy, that whole side is white.
Oh,
White
for real?
when
Y'all
y'all
used to get
kids?
the coconut one?
So
That's what I'm saying.
well, the coconut one was 25 cents when I was a kid.
Damn.
Hey,
No,
y'all gotta run.
like it was the cheapest ice cream you could get. It
Joyce
was
would
the
be like,
coconut
"I live in
popsicle.
Nadeville."
Yeah.
It was 25 cents, and because my family never
I don't
had
know
any
you
money, that's
people.
all I could ever get. I fucking love
Clean
those.
that swamp.
Man, dude.
I love those,
But
man.
Came in a shot.
You know
But
what?
what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I'm like this.
So I've heard Sinners is
Gay
good,
sex.
whatever. What about it is good? Like, what about a movie is good to you that makes
Dude.
it good?
This is every podcast. We
I think when it comes down, but no, listen.
I don't
I
like
think
it.
I think
I like
it's-
it, but it's
But it's,
yeah,
it's,
it was alright.
It's incredibly subjective. Like,
Yep.
if you're entertained, then it's good.
Yep.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to be like
Thank you.
aesthetically good.
Thank you.
But if
I
you're
like it.
entertained, then it's good.
So what about?
But, like, here's
what's-
my thing.
What is the
Like,
movie?
okay,
I don't know what
like,
it is.
So I'll tell
No,
you.
I'm gonna tell you.
But I'll tell you, one of my favorite movies ever is not actually an aesthetically good movie, but it's probably the most entertaining movie I've ever seen in my life, and that's Blood In, Blood Out.
Ooh.
Well, that's the
Boy.
best movie.
Boy.
Like I
that's
love,
so
but
good.
there's so much bad acting in it.
But it's because it's
But like, there's so much
so
bad acting.
long
No, but like,
that you just
even like
feel
the
the
good
characters,
actors are
bro.
bad. Like Damien Chapa's not a good actor. The guy that plays Magic is not a good actor. They get the actual
I
award.
liked him.
They get
Raw
the
actors.
actual award. But like,
some chunchun?
we're making a horrible mistake. Come on, like that's
Yeah.
terrible. It's like there's terrible acting.
that's
I
a
like
perfect
Spider.
movie,
But
dude.
that is one of my. That is like my top 5 like
Yeah.
I can quote almost the entire movie.
It's
You
beautiful.
see, they're gonna
dude.
make a sequel to it. Apparently.
Well, no, Damien Chop already tried to called El
that's-
Padrino and it was terrible.
Leave it alone, dude.
No,
Leave it
you
alone.
can't
No, they
make a
said they're
sequel.
gonna make a sequel.
No,
No,
it's
don't.
stupid.
It's official. They said they're gonna make
That's
it.
stupid.
No, don't. That's like trying to make a
No,
fucking
you,
telling you. They're gonna make a
listen, and
sequel.
I'm telling you,
Part
if
2.
you make a sequel,
They're gonna make a sequel.
I know, but if you make a sequel, you have to make it within 5 years of the film. If you make it any time after that, you've lost the magic.
It's 25, I think.
But I think that movie is just so good because you
Almost.
see the way they were beforehand and then
well, no,
in
it's
it and then afterwards, and it's just so
the
long
reason the
and
movie is so
great.
good is because for all of its flaws, it has impeccable storytelling.
You know,
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's what you want in a good movie.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Great storytelling. It's
Exactly.
why, even though I don't think Zack Snyder's a good director, he's a great storyteller, and so his movies can be entertaining. Even
Oh,
if
that's
they're
who
not
it
great.
was?
No
No,
expression?
that was Taylor Hackford.
Oh,
But I'm
That's
saying, like,
a little
if
bit-
you watch like The Watchmen,
dude.
that
Oh,
opening, but like that opening sequence of The
that
Watchmen.
dude's got a fucking hog on him.
Well, no, but the opening
Press it
sequence
one
of The
time.
Watchmen,
Press it one time.
where he tells an entire story without any dialogue, like when he's on, Zack Snyder's a great storyteller.
Dude,
But
that
he can make a
Watchmen is
lot
one
of
my-
shit.
You seen The Watchmen?
I've-
Dude, that's such a.
But anyways,
fucking badass
the
movie.
reason
I
Blood
bet.
In Blood Out's so good is because it's great storytelling.
But
It's especially great for dudes, like watching like a brother. You know,
Nah, it's
guys are
just so
close,
perfect, dude. That's
Then
so
they
good.
come
dude.
apart. Then he finds another brotherhood in prison. I fucking love that movie.
what about American Me?
American Me is good too.
That was too
Boy.
long ago. I can't really remember that one. That was
Boy, that was a
American
good
Me
one
is
too,
good.
dude.
No, American Me is very good.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's a lot more real
Yeah.
than Blood In Blood Out. I think Blood In Blood Out is more of like a fantasized. Even though the guy that wrote
But
it,
not only them-
so the guy that plays Montana is like
Yeah.
do this with him. He was in Quentin and he wrote the.
Well, so was
story.
what's his name? Machete.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny
Machete.
Trejo.
Yeah, he was there too. He was there too.
But I mean, that guy is the one who wrote the movie, though.
But do you know like they filmed it in the actual with
Yeah, no,
prisoners?
they did. No,
Dude.
the guy that plays the warden was the warden,
Dude,
and he was terrible.
crazy.
He was a terrible.
Which one?
actor.
What movie?
In Blood In Blood Out.
Oh, really?
The guy
Yeah,
that plays the warden was the actual warden at the time, and that's why he's a terrible actor.
Mhm.
It's like I'd rather bring in the guns.
Yeah.
He's like I could always bring in the guns, but I'd rather be him.
Yeah.
He was fucking awful. Like, and that's the thing is like
that movie was just badass, dude.
it's always gonna be one of my favorite movies because it is immensely entertaining.
But you
It's
know who owns
badass.
it?
And the music
dude.
is great.
It's
the
so-
music is
the
fucking
music
incredible.
is badass.
You know who owns it?
who?
Disney.
What?
Yep.
How do they own that movie?
And that's why if you try to like,
They're gonna remake it then.
well, I hope they don't.
It's going
That's
to
the
remake.
stupidest
It's going
idea. It's
to be
gonna
remade.
bomb. No, it's gonna bomb because there's not a, like it's
I don't
a
think it'll
cult
bomb.
thing.
I don't think it'll bomb.
No, because it's a cult thing. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people like us that like it, but it's not like a mass. Like it doesn't have like a Star Wars type of following.
I just like
It's
how
got
it
like a
has that
dudes
whole.
like us guys type of following.
It even has that Cali vibe. Like dude,
No,
literally.
it does. But I
It's just
think
so
the music's
beautiful,
good
dude.
because the story is great. I mean, the movie's good because the story is great. It's about brotherhood. It's about bonds. It's about
$120.
Survival. It's all the things that dudes
I got it
like.
for free.
And then at the end of it, he comes out and just like
No, and then
man.
but not.
I didn't
and then-
rewatch
and then-
that hoe.
But
Combo?
the end of that movie is. So,
I used to watch that movie every
No.
fucking day. Dude.
I watch
love that movie,
it.
dude.
I watch it at least once a month.
Yeah.
I still love that movie. But like I
Man.
said, it has a lot of fucking horrible acting in it.
Yeah.
A lot of bad direction too. Like, but it's so entertaining that I don't care.
I'm gonna watch it. You think girls like that movie?
No,
Hell no.
because there's nothing for them there. There's no romantic. They had a romantic element. If you ever look at the DVD case, in the back of it, you see Paco with a woman. They cut that out of the movie. There's no romantic elements in that movie. There's nothing for women in that movie.
Yeah, that movie was
that,
just.
that movie's very specifically for men.
Okay, but I think that's what American Me try to do because they try to pull that romantic.
Yeah,
Remember-
and it doesn't. But
Yeah.
it's like.
I liked it. I liked it.
But I mean, I still like American Me. I think American Me is fascinating for the fact that, like, I think. I remember the
Just
the
break
black
it.
hand. What was it? What do they call it? The black hand. The Mexican mafia, like, threatened them because they were showing the gay shit. And they're like, "You don't fucking show that side of us." And I think one or two people that were involved in it got killed.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had to like go and talk to them and tell them like, hey, this is
Yeah.
just like a movie.
Yeah, but like they took it more seriously than
God
that.
damn, for real?
But two people I think associated
But-
with the movie died.
But same with the what was the one on Netflix? It was about the cartel.
Oh, Narcos.
Dude, like
That
people
was
died.
badass,
But
dude.
people,
The first two seasons were really good.
but
Third
the
one, the one once they go to Mexico, I don't like
Well,
it.
no, once Pablo Escobar's gone, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
But the cartel was like killing them too.
And do shit.
Really? Oh, because they were filming in their area turf and stuff.
Well, that and then like so like they had the guy, I forgot like his name, but he went out and he would like kind of like find good film spots.
Yeah,
They ended
the
up
production
find-
scout.
Yeah, they found him and then they killed him.
That's fucking
Like,
crazy.
dude, that's crazy, man. You need a shot?
No, I'm fucked up.
But anyways, but that's what I mean. Going back, what we were talking about originally is that that's how generally anyone would define a good movie from their perspective.
That's a perfect movie.
like just what entertains you.
It's like a fucking
What is
brick.
something you can put on and watch every
Alright, so let me
time
talk about the
and
Sinners
not
real
be
quick.
bored of it.
Let me talk about the Sinners real quick.
Wait, just real quick, because
Avengers.
like, what do you think? Like, we like it because we're all Hispanic, but like a white person would.
No, because
No,
my
that's
friend.
not why I
no,
like it, though.
no, time out.
No.
Because the person that I got into it with is my friend Jim, and he's Irish and Italian. He's not
Jim?
Mexican at all. And
I don't like it
him
because of
and
that
his
at all.
brother and our friends who were all white. They weren't Mexicans.
They liked it?
They all loved it. We
Okay,
all
right.
loved that shit because
That's
it's
kinda
so
tight.
because
What
it's
about-
so quotable.
Well, what about blacks?
And it's funny and it's just super entertaining.
What about blacks?
I'll
What was
ask
that-
them at work.
What was that black guy
I'll let
that
you know.
had the fro and he had the comb?
Yeah,
What's
he
his
was
name?
badass.
Oh,
What's his name?
fucking Delroy Lindo, man. He was a
but
great
what-
actor.
But
What was his
who's
name in there?
What's his name?
Wasn't it Comb or some shit?
No. It was
Oh, he had the comb.
Yeah.
Isn't
no,
it
he had
comb?
the comb. You remember this comb represents power.
Yeah.
Black power to give a fool
Boy.
like you nightmare. So you wouldn't know nothing about that. I know
Whoa,
that whole fucking movie.
that's good acting.
No, I know that whole fucking movie. I'm
You
telling
went
you.
black.
For real.
And then when he's talking to the
spear
Southern,
down pockets.
Boy, from James to Jamius.
Combo slice.
JB.
What is his name though? Fuck. That's
I thought it was Comb.
No. It's different. Because, man, what is
He
his
had like
name?
a weird name. It was a weird name.
Bocephus or something
Because
like that?
when the dude's in the he gets the old guy, he's like, I got your comb. I got
Wasn't
your
it
message.
Bocephus or something?
You did, man.
We talking about 300 or this movie?
Bocephus?
Boy, but even that part, like,
tortilla.
That's
boy,
like
that was freaking Big Al, dude.
That was Big Al, dude.
Yeah, I know. We got
Shit.
no tortilla.
he's like, hurry up.
Bonafide.
Hurry up, you fucking
Bonafide.
That's a Bocephus.
My bitches.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, if you put that
I'm gonna make
movie
you one of
on,
my
I,
bitches.
Say the one where he likes to sell.
I could quote almost all of it.
That guy that says that right there, Bonafide,
Can we do
Oh,
the?
when he likes to sell.
when he's like, I got you now, white bitch. Give me some chun chun.
oh,
Ain't nothing for free.
Can we do the part where
Boy, he's fucking scary.
Miklo and Big Al are in the back?
Oh.
Oh, well, how does it go?
wait.
No,
Not
no,
until
wait.
I'm ready, Big Al.
No, but he's like,
Hurry up, bitch.
you strike your ass around. You ain't putting up shit.
He does look perfect.
Hurry
But
up,
dude-
bitch. Not until I'm ready. When I'm ready.
Nah, he starts sucking his finger and
all
shit. Starts sucking his finger and shit.
No,
Nah.
my favorite part is when he kisses him and you see his arm go like that, like he's holding himself back.
But as an actor, dude, you have to like freaking. Put
I'm
another-
gonna lick you clean.
Boy, you remember
my
that part?
God.
I remember all of it. Dude, I'm telling you, if you put the movie on, I could quote 90% of it.
Hey, is
Yeah.
it true? Is it true the people that wrote Matrix are like trans now? There was two guys.
Both of them. It's so weird. Like the
Trans.
writer directors of them. First,
Trans.
one of them became trans, and then the other one became trans. The Wachowskis.
Dude, I thought it was
Fucking
fake.
weird. No, that's
Wait,
real.
what ethnicity is that?
They're white.
Wachowskis?
Yeah, that is a trans
Wachowski.
disease.
That's a fucking Polish ass
Yeah,
name.
that's like
dude.
a Polish name.
No, but I'm saying like where origin do they come from though?
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Vagina.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I bet.
No, but back to Sinners,
Her
please.
daddy's nuts.
Okay, back to
So my immediate thought of this movie was,
Steinfeld.
They
okay,
definitely got molested or something. Though.
you haven't seen it, right?
For both of them to be that way, no, that's something.
So
fucked up
the
happened.
first half of the movie, which is like an hour,
That's the only way that happens.
Yeah.
it's pretty much like introductions, like trying to get to know the characters, and then it was kind of pointless towards the end. It's like,
I'm not gonna lie. The first half is super good, but the first half was all about blacks, and it was super good, dude.
yeah, but
I liked it.
it's kind of two movies in one, like, and then I wouldn't even put it in a scary genre because it wasn't scary.
No, it was like, what was the movie I said it was?
Oh, it was Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, it's just a remake.
But I wouldn't rank it as high as everybody's ranking it.
No, it's not high. It's not.
Well, no,
high.
but it's like I said last
thought
time.
it was a-
Entertainment.
But it's a pretty good movie.
It was
Because
a good
the
movie
bar is
of
so
our
low.
time. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
The bar is so low for what counts as good that something that's just good, people are like, "This is
It's
great."
great.
Because
Bro.
there's nothing else out there that you can call great.
James, I pretty much took your words and like spun them, but I explained it to my wife because I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? This movie's not that great.
Yeah, no, but look,
Like I went back and explained everything.
like
She was all asleep. Hey, wake up! I gotta tell you something.
Hold on, I gotta fucking tell you something because it's just our generation sucks so bad.
No,
This
No,
movie
I think
kinda
it's just
fucking
we're
is
used to,
raw.
we're used to
we are
Netflix
in,
movies.
but we are in a
Honestly.
horrible
It's a Netflix.
time for movies.
Netflix movies.
Because every movie that's an original idea doesn't do well, so studios don't want to invest in original ideas. So all we get are remakes and redos and shit. And then when a movie comes along, it's not any of those things,
Yeah.
and it's just original. It's automatically vaulted in. Oh, this is great. When maybe it's just good.
But
Yeah.
You know?
do you watch Shane Gillis and Matt? They have the Secret podcast.
I've watched some of it. I haven't watched. I've watched parts of it here and there.
So like even Shane said like whenever he was trying to get tires approved by Netflix, they didn't want to take it because of how like.
It's not. It's a completely unique idea.
And he told them like, dude, I don't want y'all to come in here and change. Because
Well, no, it's like here's an idea that you've never seen before.
Yep.
And they're like, well, no, do something that's like tried and true, that's audience tested, and we know it'll do well.
Boy,
And
that
that's why I
Tire
love that
show.
show.
No,
I
but
saw that
that's why I love that
show.
show.
You walk around with your ass. I'm just like,
No,
dude.
but okay, but that's what it's going back because even now like Dave Spade and Theo Vaughn, they're making a movie, but they're out of their pocket. They're spending the money. They're gonna produce
Yeah.
it, and then at the end they're gonna try to sell it. And I think that's what it's going down to. I think people are just gonna come out of pocket.
Well, no, you're either going to be an established
not?
auteur director.
Well, it's turning like that.
Like, why not? Why hasn't it been like that? Like,
Because like
FC
movies are expensive. Movies
people
are
fucking-
what is it that
expensive.
makes it so expensive?
Weinstein.
What do you think?
Well,
Yeah, the Weinstein.
Because I know I've heard it's like
One of
so much money, but it's like,
well, no, so
I think it's just a misuse. I think people who produce films don't know how to dispense the money properly, and a lot of the times,
Exactly.
I think I'll be honest, a lot of it I think is money laundering. I think producers are like, oh, we're getting all this investment, I can pocket a bunch of it and put the rest into the movie without anyone knowing that. That's why I got like I genuinely believe that Rings of Power. That's $500 billion. That's not a $500 billion season. Someone pocketed a bunch of money.
500 billion.
No, but
500 million. Sorry.
oh my god, okay.
No, but like
500 million.
But-
That's
oh,
half
hold on,
a
hold on.
billion
That's
dollars.
still a shitload,
And it
though.
doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like
James,
half a billion dollars.
the black woman that plays the queen in Rings of Power, the one
Yeah.
that goes blind,
yes.
she comes out on the accountant too.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that movie.
First
yeah.
or second?
Second one,
Oh,
accountant
I
two.
haven't seen the second one.
Well, no,
Oh,
but-
accountant. I thought you meant two as in TO.
No.
Okay, no, I haven't seen accountant
yeah.
2 yet.
Yeah, she comes
I
out.
want to watch it,
She
man.
plays
I
it.
like
Watch
the
that
first
one.
one.
I need to watch
she
that
plays like the FBI agent or whatever.
Okay.
No,
It's
but going-
badass.
like
I still
Ty-
love the Rings of Power though. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
no,
same.
but tires.
Yeah.
So like like Andrew Schultz comes out, he has like a pretty good part
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, him and the other dude play the two wops.
Hey,
You know, he didn't really make any money on it. It was
gotta-
like pretty much just
No, I guarantee you, a lot of those guys were like doing it for their friend.
exactly. So that's
Like
that's,
Stavros Halkias plays the other dude, and I mean,
but that goes back to like
I have a cigar.
all the money spent because Theo Vaughn and David Spade were saying like they don't. The producer comes in, he'll hire all these people at this high amount. So
Right.
when it comes down to the scenes and stuff, they still got to put out that money. So then that's what makes the freaking money go higher for a movie. So now,
right.
it's like, hey, I'm your friend. Let's just come in, spend time with me. We're
Right.
hanging out at the same time. Make a
I like
movie.
No,
The,
especially if you're already successful, you don't need
yeah.
the money, so you can
Yep.
do it as like a favor.
But Andrew Schultz will never go do that for free for a producer.
I like
No,
tires.
I'm
though.
gonna
because
get paid.
but no,
I
you're
like
gonna
tires,
do
yeah.
it exactly. But you're gonna do it
I
for a
never seen
friend.
it.
You haven't seen
But
tires?
The problem with movies
So-
now is
With the movie, with the show Tires. I don't know. Have you seen it, James?
oh yeah, I've watched it like multiple times.
I like
the first
the-
season. I haven't seen the second season yet. I'm
Honestly, I
waiting.
like the
I need my time.
creativity. I like the creativity he puts into it, like the
No,
jokes
I like the
in
idea.
it.
Well, I like the
Like-
idea though. The idea itself is super original, and they
Yeah,
find a way to
exactly.
navigate it and make it funny.
But you can always say that they kind of copied The Office
Exactly that too.
because
But it's in their own way. But
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't
because-
say exactly like The Office
but
because
it's pretty close. Did you watch The Office?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
You don't get that vibe.
I mean,
A
I
little
see
bit.
what you
I
mean.
see what you're saying, but no.
it's not a mockumentary. I think
No, yeah.
I think it's the camera style that they use. The
Yeah,
way they shoot it
there you go.
feels
No,
like
but
The
even the
Office.
jokes, like
But-
even Steve Carell, like him being the boss and him saying like that.
Yeah,
crazy
stupid
stuff.
shit like that.
You get that with the time.
But
It's kind of like a more
I
vulgar
get what you mean.
version.
Yeah,
I get what you
yeah.
mean, but at the same time, like I think that because I was a fan of Shane Gillis before that, I understand his humor and the humor that he had with his friends, and it still feels like their humor in their own way. It doesn't feel like
Yeah,
they're taking
yeah.
anything from anyone. Now, like
Yeah.
stylistically, it may feel like that, but I don't see like a lot of similarities to it.
no, because they're not.
Because-
I haven't heard like one joke that
Because
was
they're
from The
well,
Office.
because they're awkward in a different way. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Is it's awkward, and that's what The Office was.
the-
Incredibly awkward.
the first episode of season 2, dude, Shane's walking around with a gun.
Oh, really?
He's
Man, he
has
still
a-
got that fucking gun.
dude. He's like, freeze, and his guy's like over there trying to work on a car. He's like, dude, chill. I'm trying to work. You gotta watch it, dude. It's
No,
so-
I
it's so
like.
freaking funny.
The problem is that I haven't had like time to watch it by myself.
yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
around me,
Yeah.
and I can't do it.
Bro, as soon as that ass popped up, I'm like looking at my kid like.
Yeah, no, I can't watch it around anyone. And Annalisa's not.
But I like
interested
how
in
they
that shit.
exaggerate the joke.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude.
I like that concept of exaggerating shit.
Well, there's even a part where he finds his dad. His mom sent his dad like a nude, a long time ago. So it's like
Yeah.
a picture, a Polaroid.
Yeah.
And then Shane finds it, so he looks. He's like, "Boy, who is this? She's fine." He's like, "That's your aunt."
Oh, shut the
And
fuck
he's
up.
like, "No!" And then like the whole episode, he's like freaking out, dude. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my mind, dude. I checked out my.
Joey, can I get a beer?
Yeah, dude,
Uh,
grab one.
You want a shot?
But real quick,
No.
I want to go back
Hmm?
because we're talking about movies nowadays. There's another thing that happens in movies nowadays that bothers the fuck out of me. It didn't used to happen if you
What
watch
is
movies
that?
from the 90s. Movies used to cast character actors in small roles. Now every movie has a big name in every little role. There, so many movies are built like, look at all these people in the movie,
Yeah,
and they're
Dynasties.
all. No, here's the thing: they're all good-looking people.
Yeah.
Like if you go watch the 90s movies, there were regular people who were the character actors.
Not the last of
And
us.
like that
Yeah, no,
Them-
not
them-
that big looking bitch.
listen, I'm
they were saying that she's.
She said, "Be looking, bitch."
They were saying she's a daughter of Shane Gillis.
no,
Do you see that meme that they made of
No,
They
that
put-
dude from King of Queens.
No, so
and they put her face on him.
Oh, they're bringing that back. Did you see that?
No way. I
Really?
used to love
Why?
that show. I used to love that show, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to watch it.
like
No,
I
but
don't, like
hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on.
interested at all in King of the Hill. I don't want to
And-
see
No,
that.
No,
King
King
of
of
Queens.
Queens. King of Queens.
No, but I'm
Wait,
saying,
wait.
but they're bringing King of the
I
Hill
mean,
back
King
too.
of the
And I don't want to see that shit.
No, but they're bringing back King of the Hill.
I don't wanna see that shit.
But that dude died, innit? The voiceover, he died, innit?
Well, no,
the guy
Brittany
that played
Murphy
Indian.
died.
Baby,
The guy that played the Indian died. The guy that played Dale died.
died.
It's like they don't have any of those people. It's and I don't want to see them now.
No, but they made a meme. You know Pedro Pascal,
Yeah.
Yes.
the one that plays the dad.
Yeah,
So
That
so
fucking homo?
They have him
What?
he is.
like it's
I
a
like
scene
that.
where they're
Yeah.
running. They're
His
running.
wife- His sister is. But
Well, anyway, they have
I
a
heard
scene.
he was gay.
I bet.
Sorry.
So they just have a scene with them running away. He's grabbing the girl with the fucked up face. Well, Pedro, they put Joe Rogan's face on him, and the girl they have Shane Gillis' face.
That's fucked up.
Dude, it's the best. I'd be sending them shit like that.
I
all
feel
the time.
bad for her though, dude. Like,
I know
She's
explained
getting fucking yeah.
but I hate her acting as well. Like,
I was laughing at an article because I was reading it and they were saying like,
I don't know.
how season
Cringe. It's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
season 3 it's gonna be all based on that Abby chick.
Oh,
And
season
everybody-
three?
Who's Abby? Who's Abby?
She's the one that
Abby's
kills,
the.
Pedro Pascal.
Have you seen season 2?
Oh fuck! I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
She's the one
But-
that was with originally
with the other
Fireflies.
dudes.
Yeah,
Fireflies.
Yes.
But I was laughing because they were like, "Oh, what's her name must have been so bad, so they gotta put it on Abby." now." But the game,
The game literally
you
fucking
play as Abby
yeah.
in that whole part of the game, so it's like they're not doing anything.
And
different.
then she gets swollen shit, don't she?
Can you put
Abby?
a couple more in there?
The other one.
oh yeah.
But I don't think that's
I
gonna
hope
happen.
they- Yeah, I hope they don't do that.
They're on the door.
Watch her get swole this whole next.
It's gonna be a
fourth
freaking
season.
dude.
Yeah, because in the game she gets like swole as fuck. That was a big part of the game as well.
Like, you know who swole? Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Boy, Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Oh, she looks
Well,
No, what
Brock
they were calling
Lesnar.
who's the girl that fought last week?
Oh, Kayla Harrison.
They call her Brock Lesnar.
Boy.
Dude, she's
Boy,
swole
no.
as fuck.
So
Brock
speaking of
Lesnar's
UFC,
daughter.
Better put him in the ice.
what's coming up next on UFC?
have y'all seen his daughter?
Fight tomorrow.
Dude, Usman
Brock
versus
Lesnar?
Buckley.
Okay, so I saw this. Hold up. Usman. He's fighting tomorrow. I
Buckley.
did not know this. Buckley. Okay, so Usman called out 2 people. Right?
Already, the fight hasn't even started.
Well, he wanted 2 last final fights. That was Khamzat Chimaev.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then fucking what's his name? Duplessis, what's his name?
Oh yeah, Drickus.
He's gonna get fucked up.
That's a whole different weight class though.
Well, that's what
He
I
might
had
go
read.
up.
That's what I
He
had
might
read.
go
Like,
up.
but it's like, dude, he's been out so long, bro.
Dude, what are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
Usman?
on. Dude, Usman was the only one that fucking stood toe to toe with Hamza.
Yeah.
He already fought him.
Dude,
But it's
that was a
like,
good
dude,
fight.
like, all right,
Dude,
From
if
what
it-
I've heard from Joe Rogan with his knees, like,
No,
I'm
but he
just
fought him
like,
after that. He fought him on bad knees.
Dude, and not just that, he took the fight on like not even a week's notice.
So
And
when was
even-
the last time he fought?
He fought.
He fought all like legends though, dude. Like,
I know, but it's like, dude, he's probably like 39.
What is
oh yeah, it's getting
Who
to
did
that.
Usman fight the last time? Dude, I feel fucking bad for not knowing this.
I have a question though. What is
Why are you looking at me, boy?
Sugar
But I hope he does
Sean
badass, dude.
O'Malley do now?
I'm stuck.
That's a question
Who
right
the
there.
fuck did Usman
I say he
fight?
moves
Oh.
up.
I think so.
I say he moves up. He's too skinny for that fucking weight
Well,
class.
I think
Dude,
I think he
he's
needs
gonna get
to.
his legs broken if he
Well, no,
goes
I
up.
think he needs to. I think
I mean, he has no other choice.
Well, no, he needs to do 2 things. He needs to,
drink
I think,
raw
bulk
milk.
up,
Drink
but
raw
also he needs to expand his fucking game.
Dude,
Because
He
if
needs
he
jujitsu,
can't
more
do
jujitsu.
anything else than strike,
What
like
sucks-
he's gonna have a
No, no,
problem
no.
with every wrestler he fights.
Let me stop you there because what sucks
Stop
is that
me.
no him he was talking, but
Well,
to
you
go-
pointed at me. And
well, I want to go back to you.
dude, get your fucking...
Actually, Sugar actually competes in the BJJ tournament.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's actually really fucking good. The only thing is he's not going against BJJ artists. He's going against wrestlers, and they don't play against the same rules.
Well,
you know,
then
just-
he needs to like elevate that aspect of his
Yes.
game so that when he's on his back, he can do something.
But it's just like Rogan says. He's like, once you're that already a veteran of the game, you're not gonna learn wrestling overnight. Dude.
But
That's something
I
you-
understand
you
that. But
start
like,
off with that.
but like
You have to make a
at
change.
some point, you have to realize like whatever you're going to achieve or
Nah,
wherever your
like,
peak is,
I
you
think
can
he's
just-
still-
never
and
gonna
you
grab
have
it.
to add different elements to
It's
your
too
game.
late.
That's what.
It's too late.
But no, I don't think so. He's only 30.
Dude,
No,
he's
but
not.
he's not gonna
He's not gonna
get
be
to
able to
that level
grasp.
they were.
He's not gonna be able to grasp that.
I don't know. I
fucking
feel like
talent.
if you dedicate your life to
you
it,
can't
in
you
like
can't.
3
Dude,
years,
it's
you
not-
can get a lot better.
It's not feasible.
3 years though.
It's not
yeah.
feasible. It's just like
No, I think he needs to just keep
No.
training jujitsu,
I think
not
you
wrestling.
can have a
why would he
resurgence in your
wrestle?
career, though.
It's just like Patchy Mix. This dude is a veteran on the ground, but he goes to the UFC. He tries to stand with the motherfucker.
Gets
Look what
pieced the
happens.
fuck up.
Dude.
But
Exactly.
he got better.
Exactly.
Okay, but why would he train wrestling? He should just train more jujitsu.
No, because
No, it's a
I
different.
think
He's not gonna try to take anybody down.
no, he's not. But he can.
He
That'll
can't even
stop-
defend though.
Yeah, he couldn't
can't
defend
even, he
it.
couldn't even
That's what I'm
defend
saying.
that
He needs
shit.
to just train more jujitsu.
No, but
Dude,
at
that's
least
wrestling. You have
Yeah.
to stand
But
up. You
but
gotta get
listen,
up.
I just think that the
Which is
great
like
thing
an
about
easy thing to
MMA
do.
is because there's so many aspects. I think there's always a window to learn something new
Not
and
when you're
become a
that
better
old.
fighter.
Not when
Okay,
you're
so
that
like,
old.
okay,
I mean,
so let's
'cause I
say
mean-
like Alex Pereira.
Okay.
All he knows is defensive jujitsu. Is like not
Yeah.
getting taken down.
that's true. That's
When
true.
you're down, is like okay, hold the arms to get myself up. That's all he needs to do.
But
Like,
he doesn't really get up either. Though.
even
He doesn't
it's,
either.
even
That's
even
what I'm
okay,
saying.
even
He
Israel
gets stuck on the
Adesanya.
bottom.
So our coach used to always say our best way to defend a takedown. I mean to defend a. Well, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like by not getting taken down. Like defending
Yeah.
the takedown is
That's
probably
wrestling.
the
But
best
dude,
fucking
it's
thing.
a lot easier said than done
no,
though.
but that's wrestling, dude. If you can.
But I mean, if
straight
Alex
wrestling.
Pereira can do it, bro, like,
he did it.
He can't do it.
but he can.
He can't do
He's
it.
done it though.
Bro. He
He's done
hasn't
it,
faced Drickus Duplessis. Dude, Drickus would fucking
Well,
fuck him.
Alex does it in a way where it's hard for him to get taken
Am
down.
I right or wrong?
He does it to where
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
it's hard to get taken down.
Well, what he does is he gives you his hands so you don't take him down.
Exactly.
And not just that, but fortunately for the difference between Alex and Sugar is that Alex has a kickboxing background, which means he's always incorporating the knees. So those that like to shoot for the takedown, and he's smart, he'll fucking throw a knee up the middle. Sugar really doesn't do that.
No, but you also got to
that's
think
what
about
he
it
has
too,
to
though.
learn.
The
Israel Adesanya, I feel like he has
did
a
against
good.
Cheeto.
He had.
No,
You
but
know, I feel like
Cheeto tried to
his
stand with him.
no, but the
He was throwing
way,
knees though.
Israel Adesanya. I don't think he
no, but the
really
weight,
challenged on the ground too much because
but-
he's so good on stand up.
the weight class is different from Sugar with BJJ compared
Hard
to.
R.
It's just Marab.
Uh,
Marab is just a beast
you're not
at
gonna beat
getting
that.
Dude, you're
takedowns.
not-
That it's
Dude,
like
Yeah.
And I
okay.
You know what I love about Marab the most is they try to throw Umar against him.
Yeah,
And dude, he fucking ragdoll. And they always say like
I think it was a close fight.
I didn't know like how true it was, but they always said Georgian fighters will outdo the Russian fighter. And dude, fucking what's his name?
Taporia.
Taporia.
Who?
Taporia.
Fucking
Oh no.
Taporia and Marab, dude, they're showing everything that they
Well,
have.
Taporia was
I-
from Spain, wasn't he?
No, but
No,
his
he's
roots are
yeah.
Georgian.
Well, he
Yeah.
was born there, but he trained in Spain.
Well, he stayed there for a while.
Really?
yeah, until the war
7
broke
years.
off.
7 years old.
Nah, he was like.
He was young.
Wrestling. Well, wrestling is 7.
This might be a one-off example, but I just look at someone like Robbie Lawler, who rebuilt his career after being cut by the UFC,
But UFC
and then
was
came
way
back to
different.
become.
But it
But
was
I'm
way
saying, I believe in MMA. You can dedicate yourself and be
Like
better.
my whole thing.
and
All right,
come
like,
back better
let's say Israel
and learn new things.
Anderson Silva.
Hold on. The only reason I want to piggyback off of that is the fact that when he said the UFC is different, dude, these guys, these youngsters, they're coming out with fucking top tier talent in whatever they do. So if you can't grapple with somebody that can already grapple their whole life, you're never gonna catch up, bro.
Yeah.
You just
Not only
going
that,
to.
bro. I think Sugar just started late. I think he was fighting at 17.
I just think
Like-
that if you like that anyone, if you say I'm not doing nothing else, I'm gonna learn this.
Well, it's okay. For example, like
It's too late, though, dude.
Well, it's like Bo Nickel. This dude was supposed to be a prodigy. He's a wrestler.
yeah.
But he could never, and even Joe Rogan talked about it. He said, dude, I like that you're working your way up the ranks, and I like that UFC is taking their time with you. However, I don't think your striking is up to par.
Fuck
what happened?
no.
He
but
fucking got pieced the
then
fuck
also
up.
look
No,
at
but-
someone like Marab whose striking wasn't shit, and then he's developing it over time and becoming a lot
Dude,
better at it.
Marab.
No, but he
Mar-
even said it. He even said it in the podcast with Joe Rogan. He's like, my striking is not there yet. It's not.
He got
But you
worse.
can develop it, and I think you can develop other aspects of your game. Even
Okay,
at
so
30.
here's the whole
30's
thing.
not
All
old
right,
in
all right, all
UFC.
right. So like, let's say
Look at
Sugar
Glover
moves up.
Teixeira.
What's the weight class above Sugar?
Bantamweight, so that's
Isn't that where Sherling went?
Sherling.
Or what's his
Sherling.
name? Sterling.
Sterling.
Sorry.
after bantamweight, it's fucking
Lightweight, right?
Lightweight, dude.
Yeah.
That's
And who's
fucking-
there?
Fucking
Everybody.
Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway, all those guys.
He's gonna have to move up.
He's not gonna compete with. He's too skinny,
Who is he? Who else is
Yeah,
gonna
but
fight?
I mean, you can bulk up.
boy.
He's
Get
just-
big.
Dude,
he's tall.
If one of
He's
those,
tall.
He's tall.
If one of
not
those,
It's not like
dude,
he's a
if-
Marab.
dude,
Five
if-
fucking five.
Dude, if one of those guys kick his legs, his shit's snapping.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at
Instantly.
but look
but
how
that's 'cause he's
skinny, look how
skinny.
skinny fucking
That's 'cause
look
he's
how skinny
skinny.
Max Holloway is, and he moved up. Like
No,
you
no,
can
no.
move
No,
up.
no, no, no,
No,
no. We're
no.
talking
He
about
needs
dude,
to move up.
We're talking about a whole different breed here, bro.
Yeah, that would
Max already originally
hurt.
fought in lightweight. He went back and forth to both divisions. No, I'm lying. It's not bantamweight. It's featherweight. Or no.
Yeah, featherweight.
Featherweight,
Yeah,
right?
featherweight.
Yeah, isn't that where Sterling's at? Right? He moved up.
I think he moved up.
So there's
Yeah, he's right
damn.
here.
There's another division between
look,
lightweight.
I don't
All right,
know.
let's go ahead and look at
Fuck.
it.
Right here.
I think there's
So
another
right here, yeah. So it'll be Max Holloway, Diego. I feel like he
Oh,
fits that.
featherweight. Yeah,
he
it's
fits
featherweight.
it.
Featherweight. Okay.
He fits it.
He could not
I
go
mean,
down.
How can
with
he
it.
cannot?
Oh no, it's
I don't
flyweight. It's flyweight. He goes up to flyweight.
If he moves up,
No,
if
no,
he
that's
takes
down.
his time
No,
and
that's
and
up.
moves
You're
up.
right. That is up. Is that
That
up
is
or
up.
down?
It's-
Boy, so that might be.
No,
that's
no,
down.
no.
That's down. No, it's featherweight.
Holy
featherweight.
Yeah, so you have to
So I was
compete with
right.
Volk. You have to compete
Thank
with
you.
Volk.
Bro,
and
let's
Dude,
say
that's what I'm
Sugar.
saying.
No, let's say Sugar against Yair. That wouldn't
Boy,
be a good fight to
That
you.
is not gonna happen.
That
dude.
wouldn't be a good
Actually-
fight to you.
Actually, that would be a good fight.
That would
because
be a badass fight to me, dude.
Yeah, Yair doesn't go to
I
the
feel
ground.
like he has no options in
I
this
say-
fucking
I
weight
say-
class.
He's
I
not going
say-
to beat Marab.
He's
Hold
not
on,
gonna.
hold
He's
on,
not.
hold on.
He's not
Move
gonna
up.
beat him.
Hold on,
His
guys.
only option is to move up.
I say fucking Arnold Allen takes Sugar. I think he takes him. If he moves up, he's going to Arnold Allen, and I think he fucking
Alright.
beats the fuck out.
Let's
of
say
What
he
about
moves
this guy
up.
Y'all sleeping on, dude?
I'm just saying, if you
Yeah,
got
he-
all the
he
money in the
beat
world and you
D.O.
can
Lopez,
dedicate
right? That's
yourself,
what I'm saying.
you can
Yeah.
add elements to your game.
You
It
can
might
only
not
get
be
so
at
much
that
better,
level,
though.
but
Like-
enough to hold yourself down.
Not for Sugar. Not for Sugar. It only gets worse for him.
Mhm.
It
I
only
don't
gets
know.
worse for him. No, it
I
doesn't.
think it's too
I don't
late.
like
He can
him at
only
all.
sharpen the tools he has
at
right
all.
dude, I like Sugar.
I don't. I can't
do.
stand him as
and
a
I'm
person.
telling you from an honest
and
opinion.
I thought he was overrated to begin with.
no, his hands are golden. His hands are golden.
I think he needs to move up though, for real.
I think he's gonna get pieced the fuck up if he does.
I think he needs to though. I think he.
I don't think he has
Yeah.
a choice.
Who else
He's
is he
not
gonna
gonna win.
fight?
He's not gonna win.
No.
He's gonna
Look at
sit
the
there
roster.
at
Look at the
number one or
roster in his
two.
weight
Oh, I
class.
know for sure, but he's gonna get
Peter
pieced up.
Yan again?
Jan?
Piotr.
Same shit. Who's he gonna
But
fight?
yeah, he's gonna sit there at 1 or 2 and then have to fight Marab again and lose.
Well, I don't like him against Diego. I don't like him against Taporia.
Well,
I
Taporia's
don't-
not there no more.
I
Taporia's
think-
moving up.
I think so is rival Yair. I think that's the only fight that he can probably.
But he's not
Brian
gonna pass that
Ortega?
Rosebar.
Brian
No,
Ortega.
him and
You don't think
no,
he'll beat
I think if
Brian
Brian-
Ortega?
No, I think
because
if Brian,
the ground game.
no, I think if
Because the
Brian
ground
Ortega
game.
takes him to the ground, that
Dude,
game
that's
is
it.
over.
That's it.
Brian
it.
Ortega cannot
Brian-
get a takedown to save his life.
But I'm
Oh, he
saying
doesn't
his
have to.
jiu-jitsu is
He
incredible.
does not get
dude.
takedowns like
That's
at
not-
all.
well-
and Sugar just fights on the
Well,
outside.
in case
Does
you
not
don't
even
know,
try
in
to
case
get
you don't know,
takedowns.
if you just fall down, that's BJJ territory.
Dude, but Brian Ortega's
I think
hands
Brian
are
Ortega
so
fucking-
ass.
That's the difference between BJJ and
God,
wrestling,
no.
dude. You don't take somebody down and BJJ.
But you don't have to.
just
He doesn't even have to
Exactly.
take him down. He has to get him in the clinch. He
That's
just
what
has
I'm
to
saying.
get close.
Thank
Dude,
you.
Brian gets fucked up.
But he's ranked 2 for a reason.
Brian Ortega?
Yes.
Dude,
Rank
Brian's
two?
a
We'll
fuck-
never forget.
He just beat Yair
Hey,
too.
look,
Actually,
guys,
he's 7.
he was
He's
that
Brian
close.
7.
I know, but he beat him the last
Dude,
fight.
Brian
so
Ortega,
bad.
Volkanovski did something superhuman. Brian Ortega was that close to becoming champion. If Volk wasn't a freak of nature, when he
No.
had that fucking
He did that to Max.
when he had
did
that
to Max.
fucking
Sorry.
No, did you see freaking Max versus?
shit locked in, dude. I could not believe Volk survived.
Well,
that
we're
shit.
about to
No,
see.
no. I got
We're
out
about
of
to
it.
see this though
Oh,
because
you talking about that
it's gonna
guillotine he
happen.
had?
Dude,
He had
he
him in the
had him.
guillotine.
That was
He had
it.
him in
That
nasty
was a
guillotine.
superhuman
No, but
thing from Volk.
even Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway. That boy did not look like. Boy, did you see what Max Holloway did to him?
Well, Max Holloway's
That's why he's
GG
gonna win.
doesn't-
GG's.
no,
That verse.
Boy was reading my mind.
That's the
and
one.
shit.
There's
Nah,
that
hell no. Dude, tell
Max
him Max is gonna
Holloway
win that
has some of
fight.
the best hands in MMA though.
Tell him
He
Max is
does,
gonna win.
but
GG's.
Dustin's dirty.
I don't want to tell him
But,
because then
but
it's
the
gonna
thing
jinx
is
him.
that like
Tell him. Just tell him.
I don't want
Max
to tell him because it's
Holloway-
gonna jinx it.
Yeah,
look, listen, Max Holloway has
but-
some of the best hands when he's
But
fighting against.
Tell him that
Subpar.
Max is gonna beat Dustin.
No, he's not. I got
Thank
money
you,
on Dustin.
thank you.
I got money
Hey.
on Dustin.
Tell him Max is gonna beat Dustin.
No, because Dustin has
Yeah, no.
been
I like-
in there with some of the best
I like
strikers
Dustin.
and held his own. So I think he's gonna hold
he's
his own.
losing.
But dude,
Now he's winning.
He's
but
winning.
Max
think-
has
I
done the
think
same
Max-
shit.
You
I
got
think
it,
Max
thank
is
you.
not the same
Because Dustin
guy.
has them heavies.
No. Max has
Alright,
been
man, he has the
there.
heavies.
Max has been fighting the
some
top
sluggers.
guys.
I understand
at
that, but
such a young age.
He's never
He
had
has
to come.
so much experience.
He's never been knocked down, much
Yep.
less knocked out. He has to
Yeah.
come
Who
back
hasn't
from
been
that.
knocked down?
Holloway.
He can knock down.
What I'm saying
He
is
got
that
knocked the fuck out.
no, listen. This is what I'm trying to say.
Dustin did too.
He's never been
Let me call
knocked
up
down,
Dustin.
much
Twice.
less knocked out, and now he's coming back from his first fight from getting knocked out in the first time of his whole career, and he's got to fight Poirier. That's
Against-
not a
wait.
fucking small fucking hill to
Yeah.
climb.
And against Poirier that he's 0-2 against.
And against Poirier, who's
And
fighting his last
Poirier's
fight.
been knocked
Don't
out
matter.
twice.
No, it doesn't matter.
He's been
It
knocked out
don't
twice
matter.
now.
Yeah, but Max,
Poirier.
I don't know.
Max,
Yeah, but Max Holloway doesn't knock. Oh, well, never mind.
Actually,
Okay,
no. You know what? No. Poirier's been knocked out 3
What is
times.
Poirier's record? Pull it
He's-
up. I want to see his
Poirier-
last fight.
Hold on. Poirier's been knocked out 3 times.
I want to pull it up.
Michael Johnson, Conor McGregor, and fucking Justin Gaethje. All 3 of those guys knocked him
And
out.
he
Let's look it up,
avenged
please.
Cold.
the
Please.
McGregor.
Cold.
16-7. Scroll down, please. Scroll down.
No, 16-7 wins by submission.
Who the fuck did he fight last? Please. Please.
He fought Islam last.
No, but like last, guys. All right.
St. Benitez trash.
Trash. He won. Keep scrolling. Okay.
Olivier though.
This
that was
dude
when
right
he
here
was in
that's
his
fucking
fucking
smoking
run.
cigarettes and drinking whiskey and shit.
Okay,
But
go again. Keep going.
Olivier was on his run though.
Look, dude, like
This is right 2020.
I love Dustin,
Hey, he
dude.
beat Hooker. He fought one of the best ever in Khabib.
Boy,
I
he
don't
fought
know.
Khabib. He
I
fought
feel
Khabib.
like
Dustin Poirier's been through the best guys, man, and he's won and lost, but
let's
I
look at
lose.
Max. Let's look at Max.
I'm getting hyped. Oh.
I
Okay,
like
cool.
his chances.
Cool. Let's go. Yes, sir. Okay, I accept it. Like, dude,
Wouldn't
I don't
it
know, man.
suck? Wouldn't it suck if the fight was like a complete fucking dud?
But you know what? All the people he lost against.
we're good.
No.
Raw.
Volk, he's defeated against Volk. He's never beat him. Dustin's another
He's
one.
lost 3 times against Volk,
Stop
hasn't he?
playing that shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't play
and,
with that, bro.
And
Stop.
Dustin is 0-2. He's against
Max.
0-2 against Dustin.
That That's also
he's a
that
fucking
plays a
beast.
fact.
He lost to a beast, dude.
That's my
To
guy.
two
dude.
beasts. To two
Dustin
beasts.
Poirier beat
Volk
McGregor.
lost-
All I
Volk
know is
lost
that-
to two
washed.
The best stays blessed.
What about this one?
I don't know. I see Max. Look, dude.
He doesn't like it from you, dude. He likes it from
I
me.
like this guy, dude.
I
That's
like.
my favorite fighter.
He's a smart
man.
fighter, dude. They're not even paying attention.
No.
Listen, I love Max Holloway. Like he's one of the most likable people in MMA. But coming back from that and facing Poirier in your first fight when he should have taken an easier matchup, that's a dangerous gamble. And Poirier's fighting his last fight, right? That's confirmed. That's his last fight.
last fight.
He's gonna put all of it out there.
But you know what they're saying?
I think honestly, what it comes down to is maybe like Max Holloway's chin to take his best shot, but
But that's the
But
thing.
I don't think it's
like,
about
did
his
he
chin.
lose
It's
it?
gonna land.
I
It's gonna land.
I think,
Yeah.
I think it's about his mentality of never experiencing that in his whole entire
but at
career.
the end of it, I think it's gonna be Max Holloway by decision. That's what I'm
and
saying.
it might be.
Like
I think the first round will
5
tell
rounds,
you.
though, dude.
Well, no, I think the first round is going to tell you everything. If Holloway's tentative, he's going to lose the fight. But if he goes in there,
oh, dude,
like
Holloway's
old Max
just so
Holloway,
raw, dude.
but I'm
Like,
saying the first
you're
round
right, you're
is
right,
going to
because-
tell you everything about the fight. Because if Max comes in there
dude,
and
Max
he's
comes in,
afraid,
he's always locked.
and if
but
he's
not
afraid to
against
engage,
Ilya. He was like real tentative against Ilya. I was like, why?
And-
because he
and-
knew
like
the
that?
danger coming from it, bro.
But Dustin has danger too, dude.
But Ilya's, bro, I've always said this, dude. Ilya's just a raw fucking boxer, dude. That
No,
reads
but
people
listen,
so
he
well.
is. He's
But what
super
I-
Dustin does not have that.
what I'm saying is he's
does not.
fighting. I know that, but he's fighting having been knocked out for the first time in his life. You don't know if his mind's like worried about the same thing. And so if that first round he's afraid to engage, he's not going to win.
For me, it's like, okay, Max doesn't have that wrestling defensive protocol that he had against fucking Islam, dude. Like, he doesn't have that in the back of his mind. He's just gonna be focused on striking.
So can I get that Don Hulu? I'll just take it. What? Oh, actually, yeah, never mind. I'll take those.
If he's the same though,
It's alright. It's alright.
you don't know if he's going to come back the same. To me that's the big if.
That is true, though. Once the
is
chin's
Max
gone, the
Holloway-
chin's gone.
No, but I'm saying
Which is
he gonna
why I'm
come back
saying-
the same. If
Like,
he's
you
the
already
same,
know.
then
You already know.
he's got a great shot.
Dustin's gonna land a shot, dude, and it's
Yeah.
all about if Max can handle that shot.
But that's what I'm saying. The only person that to come back from a knockout like that was Dustin. Because he got knocked out, he came back,
and he's
beat
incredibly
Saint-
resilient. He's experienced everything you
Saying,
can
dude.
experience.
GG's.
So there's nothing new for him. Whereas
It's gonna be his last fight.
This
He's gonna
is-
go
this
all
is new.
out.
That's what I'm saying. I like.
But I
Dustin.
don't see. I
I
don't
might
see
be
Max
wrong.
losing.
We got $20 on it.
I don't see
If
it.
I'm wrong,
I don't
I'm
see
wrong. But I think Dustin's gonna win. I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna put it all out there.
it. Put this in the pot for that.
He's got nothing to lose.
Put this in your panties.
When's their fight?
July 19th,
18th.
18th. I'm not gonna watch it. Garage is gonna be closed.
Are you kidding? I want to be here right here with
No,
you.
you're not,
Yes,
dude.
you are.
Hey,
yes,
I
you
know.
are.
I want to come and watch the fight. No, listen. I want to
dude.
come and watch the fight with
Last
you guys.
time I watched the fight with Joe and Max, he lost.
Oh my God.
Now
Yeah,
you
you
wanna
can't
watch
do
it.
that no more.
You're not even supporting him this
But last time, remember
I
we
am
watched it
gonna
outside,
support
right here in the garage, and he
Yeah.
won.
No, he lost.
No, he won.
Nah,
Against
bro.
Gaethje.
He lost,
With it-
bro. And
yeah, with that
was a
projector.
fucked up
Yeah,
knockout.
I watched that with my
dude.
brother. That
Come
was amazing. That was
We
so
were
fucking-
here, dude, and it was just,
Dude, it was my birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna go. We're in a hotel, just watch it myself. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. He gets knocked out. No. Nope.
Oh,
Y'all
damn
can-
it.
Y'all can go to Juice Box.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be here.
Oh, yeah. I'll leave the door
I'll
open.
be outside. Damn!
Boy, on the camera.
Be like, Gabe.
Damn,
you see
Marab
this
is
shit?
number 2.
God, man.
How about
That's
you,
crazy.
Him knocking out fucking.
Marab against Islam.
I think Marab at number 2. I think Taporia should
I
be at
hate when
number
you act
2.
like this, dude.
That's where I cut the line.
I think Marab is one of those fighters
I
that
didn't know
will
there
be
was a
like.
line.
I think Marab is one of those fighters that's.
Just a fucking.
I think Marab is not gonna.
I think it doesn't.
And I think
Just a
Marab is
fucking
one of those fighters that will be
leftover
like
brisket.
double champ status. He's gonna try to move up to fight fucking
He's so small for that though, dude.
Yeah,
dude, but he's gonna
short,
try it. Like he's
He
one
might,
of those
but
fighters.
he's
He
just
can do
so.
it.
But Volk is a small guy too, so
Ball, ball.
He's one of those dude. Marab against
eat
Volk.
a dick.
Boy, that would be a nice one, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marab would be that
Marab and
kind
Volk
of
would be a
fighter.
fucking great fight.
Exactly.
I wish Volk would just retire, dude. Like,
Yeah.
He needs to, man. I hate to
Who's he
say
gonna
it,
fight
but-
next?
His YouTube content's fire.
Hold on. We're getting too far ahead of
It is.
ourselves. Look at
the food.
Yeah.
dude. Look at the fight card.
Look at
Yeah, yeah.
for this
Oh no,
weekend.
I love that. I follow his page.
Said that?
Hell yeah. Look at.
I bet.
Let's start from the bottom.
Boy, the bite him.
Yeah,
I just glanced saw him do that shit.
What you looking for?
We're gonna skip all these.
It's right
Boy,
there.
Cody
I don't know
Jordan?
any. I don't know any
Dude,
of these
he's
guys.
blind
Just
dead.
say
Boy, Chris Matunio.
No,
His
just
return.
say ya.
No, go
mine.
back. Go back.
It's
Right
out.
there against Wellmaker.
It's out.
Dude,
those were even.
I bought you one.
Wellmaker's fucking undefeated.
What about Paul Craig?
Boy, the jiu-jitsu off his back is disgusting. It's
He's an underdog, though.
disgusting.
Boy,
Boy, Benefield.
He's 15 though.
He talks like fucking Mike Tyson. Have you seen him talk?
No,
He's like, man, I just fucking want to
Oh,
let you
yeah.
know that
he is a huge underdog in that fight.
Cody Brundage is a beast though, dude.
Brundage, he just came back. They cut him.
I know.
These are like big time.
This is his
underdogs,
first fight
man.
back. They
What
cut
about
his
Cody?
ass.
What about Cody against freaking
Boy,
RoboCop?
Cody Barber. Oh, against
Against
Barcelos.
RoboCop? He-
Dude, I go Barcelos
Yeah,
all
I go
day.
Barcelos.
Dude,
Nah,
Barcelos is a
Once
fucking
Cody lost
dog.
his,
Hey,
once
see-
Cody lost his chin, that
You
was
see his
it.
new tattoo?
Yeah, maybe he gonna win because of that.
What happened to this guy?
You know what
Once he
happened to
lost
him?
his chin, that was it for him, dude.
You know what happened to him? Sugar Sean?
No. It was what's his name? The one that always got popped on steroids.
Dillashaw
Thank you.
fucked his ass
Oh,
up.
Yeah,
dude.
he
Yeah,
fucked
that's
him
true.
No,
up, dude.
Dillashaw
Dude,
ruined his
He
career.
ruined his shit.
Because of steroids.
Yeah, and he dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, but Dillashaw wasn't in like a
Who's this?
monstrously huge dude.
Petrovsky, boy, he's a fucking beast.
But they're not even ranked.
And then Shabayazin, boy,
Well, this is a good fight right here.
Damn,
though. I got
Rose?
Miranda.
Rose.
I
He's
got
number
Miranda.
7? Shit.
I got
Doug
Miranda.
Rose.
I'm surprised she's that low.
I got
Yeah.
Miranda.
Well, she got knocked back because of Wei Lee.
Yeah.
Give her that Wang Dong.
I got Miranda on this one, dude.
Buckley's the favorite.
That's crazy. How the fuck is he the favorite?
Dude, I
Because
go
Usman is
Usman all
39
day.
years old.
That's a good fight,
I
though.
go
dude.
Usman all
That's
day.
I think
a good
it's just
fight.
because Usman's so old. That's why.
What did
he's-
Buckley
dude-
fight last? Didn't he get worked?
No, are you kidding? Buckley.
No, he had like a big ass
Usman.
gash in one
No,
of his fights.
no,
Oh,
he
you're thinking
did.
of
His
what's his
last
name,
fight was against Stephen
He's on a
Wonderboy
6-fight
Thompson.
win
other
streak.
Oh, what?
He's thinking of the guy that fought Alex.
Buckley just won against
Oh,
Stephen
Roundtree?
Wonderboy.
Roundtree. That's what
Roundtree,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah,
No, he won against.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
That's right.
And Wonder Boy, he had never been TKO'd. And he got
What happened to
TKO'd.
the Covington fight?
Well, he fucked him up too.
Why doesn't it say that on there?
Nah,
Yeah, why? What happened with this
Hey,
fight?
look up that highlight.
he fucked him up though. Decision.
This boy trash, dude.
Yeah,
Covington.
bro. I don't know what
That's a
happened to him,
industry
man.
plant.
Fucking Usman happened to
He
him.
used to be so raw,
Usman
bro.
happened to Kobe.
Wait, who was the guy last week that called Covington out?
From Fort Worth, black guy. Fuck, what's his name? The one from Fort Worth, the black dude.
I think that would be a
Jiu-jitsu.
good fight. I think that'd be a good fight.
Fuck, what's his name?
he's
Holland, Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I was saying
Kevin Holland.
I
Yeah.
thought he was
Kevin
from
Holland.
Galveston.
Fort Worth,
Fort Worth.
What? Let me look at this up. Hold on.
Kevin Holland.
I think that would be a good fight, dude. Holland versus freaking Covington, dude.
He said, "I want somebody easy."
Mm-hmm.
That dude's a problem, man, and people are sleeping on him.
Mario?
Dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He's so autistic. He's autistic, dude.
He reminds me of the Nerd Squad. He should be.
But he's just American, you know.
Yeah, but he should still. They should.
Dude, he's
still
so fucking like. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Noah. That dude right there, Mario Bautista. You gotta watch him, man, because
I was watching that fight.
it's so funny because he's very
Analytical.
quiet. Yeah, and he's very quiet. Dude, he's very quiet, and he just like one of my favorite quotes is when we watched the fight that he had before this, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, like to the normal eye, like Joe Rogan says, if you don't like takedowns, then change the channel, go to boxing, or go to somewhere else. But he kept taking them down, and it was so funny because the interview, and I think DC, what I loved about it was DC was commentating, so you know DC's automatically gonna go wrestling.
Yeah.
And DC said, "What do you think about them booing you? You know, because you kept shooting for the takedown, and you know, you just kept pushing him against the cage." He said, "Well, if he didn't like it, he should have figured out how to get off the fucking cage."
Hey, you know where
Yeah.
Kevin Holland was raised?
Where?
Cucamonga,
Boy,
What's that?
California. Where all the
Wow.
shit's going down. And then he moved to Ontario.
Canada?
I thought he was from Texas, though.
He is
Six
from.
He fights out of Fort Worth.
Oh.
Actually, let's look that up. Let's see what they say on it.
No, Mario, that boy was throwing them haymakers.
But what about Joshua Van though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude's a
Hey,
beast.
you fucked up last week, dude. I texted him. We're at the house, because he canceled everything, and then he was like, "I missed it because I'm driving," and I was like, "You fucking idiot!" Dude, that
Look,
was such a
Riverside,
good
United
fight.
States, that's California.
Damn it.
He was
That's-
born there in California.
Yeah, but he fights out of Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't even respond to you, James, because I was all fucked up in my house.
Same with that Joshua Vaughn. He fights out
Man.
of he fights out of Houston.
Yeah, but he's out of Miramar.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Miramar.
he's such a
Myanmar?
beast, though, dude.
Miramar, yeah,
Myanmar.
Where's he at? Right here.
right there. See the flag?
Boy, see that tat? Bless, like Max,
Boys, that's how you're gonna with GG's.
and the best they bless.
That's it. That's why Max gonna win, dude. You know what? I'm gonna watch it with you.
Nah, you're not.
I bet.
It's a joke.
I'm gonna be outside with your dad. Watching it right.
I'm gonna get my dad to call. Hey, he lost.
I'll be like, "Hey, Alex, you wanna come watch it?" Yeah, sure.
I'm not watching it with y'all, dude. I can't.
Have to. What you mean?
It's a big event.
He thinks he's a jinx.
Yeah, I do.
Who's the jinx?
He thinks he's a jinx.
No way.
Okay, we got to bring back the fantasy because that was a big hit.
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't want to join,
Nah, because
Too
I don't
fucked
know,
up for this, guys.
I don't know nothing about that.
but everybody don't know anything about it, dude.
Like, what do you mean? Like, just doing what we were talking
You,
about?
you
doing?
always have to start off
I like that.
bad.
All the ideas.
I'm okay. I like just being in y'all's corners.
So what if we do the buy? We all start with $200. We have to buy a player.
I don't like that.
No?
You know what? I
Oh,
don't.
But I think that'll be good because then it puts everybody like at an even playing field. I know, like even for me, buying players.
I don't like that because
So-
I'm gonna be shitty first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know how you
like,
asked me?
I don't.
Well, we're all gonna be-
$200. $200. Like,
No. No. It's not. It's not. You're not putting $200 in the
actual
pot.
$200?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
That's like your
It's pretty much like DraftKings. Whenever
your-
you
no,
got like
okay.
that's
You know
your
what I mean?
salary cap. That's your salary cap.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you can go.
I like
yeah, I don't
the
like
setup
that.
we have. I
Okay,
don't
okay,
like
okay.
that.
Okay, then we'll do the standard.
That's
roller.
like a huge, like,
It's a risk.
too
for
many
sure.
people are going to be making personal decisions.
Well, what I like is because you'll get one half of the squad spending all their money at the beginning, right? So then all the mid players, they can't buy them because they already used all their money.
all their
on-
money, yeah. So they're going to be like real top heavy.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna have like people with like all these high profile players.
Like 2 or 3 good, really, really good players, and the rest is dog shit.
Because
But
Or
is
they
that
gotta hit
fair?
on-
Is that
or they got to
fair?
hit
Yeah.
on.
I don't
or they
think
gotta-
that's fair.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing: is like,
Let's say you
if you're
spend
good,
$75 on a
you
good
can
ass
hit
player.
on-
But it's
cheap
your
players.
fault because you could have easily just not bid.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, what if nobody bids on it?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's just say like Barkley.
I knew you were going to say Barkley.
No, well let's just say I go and I pick him, right? And I put $10. Are you gonna outbid me on $10?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just say you put 15, and then James is like, no, I'm gonna put 20.
Nope.
And then
So
James
why
will
would you put $50 on them?
I bet.
But that's what I'm saying. It's up to you.
Like,
to
why
back
would you
out.
put a 25%
So you can just
on
back.
one player?
So you can just back out. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not.
yeah, then I'm out.
not
That's too
spending
much.
that
So then
You know what I mean? Like, why would you
No.
put 25% on one player?
But that's
Would he,
what-
would he get you 25% points?
no, but
It's
see,
just
that's
like-
perfect. You're thinking about it perfect.
that's
no,
not-
but
that's
that's
not-
why
that's
people
not-
who make personal decisions are gonna fuck themselves up.
But
exactly.
Then it's gonna be like top
would
3
do that.
players. Just, I don't know.
no,
No, because Barkley's not gonna have the same season. So
Calm down.
He's
Calm
not though. Come on, let's be real.
well, he's not.
It doesn't
you know why?
happen.
You
But
know
it doesn't
why?
happen.
Because we got freaking my boy Dylan.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like stuff like special seasons don't happen twice; they happen once.
Dylan Dennis,
Nah, what's his
Like
name?
Dylan
AJ.
Dennis?
What's his name?
Now, that guy disappeared.
What's the guy's name?
right?
The running back we
You
got.
got
The white
Pence.
dude?
No, the black guy from Packers. Dylan.
Oh, Andre Dillon. Is it Andre Dillon?
No, it's like AJ Dillon. Or,
AJ Dillon. No, it's something like
AJ
that.
Dillon?
You
but I know
did
what
get
you're talking
AJ Dillon, right?
No. I know what
No,
you're
it's a
talking
running
about.
back. It's a running back.
No, he's the dude that the Packers drafted. I think in like the 2nd or 3rd round, who had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh.
one 800-yard season. I think.
Well, yeah, and then he can squat. He can squat like he can squat with like the same amount of Barkley. So we kind of got him because he kind of mirrors.
AJ
Barkley.
Dillon. You're right. AJ,
AJ
Dillon.
Dillon, yeah.
AJ.
Yeah, it is him. Yeah.
Hey man, we got Nick Chubb.
I like it. For
That's
only
a good
like
pickup. $5 million.
Dude, that's
No,
cheap, dude.
5 million with incentives,
Cheap.
so it's like on the lower end, and it can get to 5 million.
But that's
with
what I'm
incentives.
saying. Y'all took no loss on that.
No,
There's no loss. for
and we
y'all.
drafted Woody Marks. They're probably gonna trade Damian Pierce then, but like
He's gonna have to.
that's huge, man.
Or I like what BJ was saying. Even use Damian Pierce as y'all's punt returner.
That'd be good too.
But I think that's too much money.
I
for
like
that.
running backs.
But I think what's his name still on a rookie contract. So
No, yeah, Pierce was like a 4th round
So
pick, so he's
what I
not gonna
don't
cost them
like-
a lot of money.
What I don't like about the whole Chubb thing.
Yeah.
What about Mixon?
Mixon's still the starter.
Why get Chubb?
Chubb is a really good because
A 1-2.
he's that cheap on a 1 year
Yep.
for a backup. Like that's a win
Yep.
for any team because all Chubb is looking at is like, let me prove I'm still that guy.
Okay,
I
but
get
would
a
he be
bigger
the
contract.
starter? I don't
No,
think
he
so.
won't. No,
he's
Mixon
not.
will be the starter because they just extended Mixon for like I think like 2 years, 20 something
Okay, so
million.
my thing
They're
with
paying him
Mixon
a lot
is
of money.
Mixon is so good because he's a good running back as well as a pass catcher,
Yeah.
which is what Chubb is. So it's like
That's
what?
where they mirror each other.
No,
So it's like
Chubb
why
is
would they
just a-
mirror each
Pass
other
catcher's
when
a receiver.
Chubb is just a
Yes.
really good backup. He's a
no,
guy you can,
Chubb is the same shit.
No one needs a dream.
but Chubb
I
you
don't
can
know.
you
Everyone
can
knows
pu- you
Chubb.
can put him in and
What?
spell
So
it.
Noah, real quick.
It's a win-win for
I
the
don't know football.
Texans.
Are you playing?
No, so like when it comes to pass catchers,
just
bro,
I'll play.
Not all running backs can catch a fucking ball.
I'll play.
See?
No, I know.
surprisingly,
No,
I don't know
that's-
shit, but I'll
that's-
play.
For Noah, he don't know.
Saying, just
Oh.
play.
I don't watch
Look,
sports. So.
Noah,
Drink.
Noah. So
Yeah.
so there's like a big part of why some like every once in a while you'll see a running back who runs the ball really well,
Yeah.
right? But all of a sudden he's not on the field, and the reason is because
He can't
teams want them to be able to catch the ball,
Like
but
a slot
also
receiver?
Play against
but
that.
also pass block. If you can't pass block as a running back, you won't get in the game because so many teams are pass heavy.
Yeah.
They need a running back that can block, and if you can't block, they don't give a shit if you can run well. You won't get in. There's a bunch
Is
of
that why they
running
put in
backs.
their secondary running backs because they more or less
Yeah.
can do that?
Because
So,
they,
like-
they put in the guys that can pass
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
But that's what the Eagles did with Barkley. Like, we would always pull him. And then
Dude.
anytime he needed a breather,
I seen that too.
he would pull
Yeah.
himself out, and then that's when we would throw it in our second.
No,
And
but
then-
I guess
I'm not gonna lie, I seen that his last season.
I think Chubb will for
He was
sure.
shining, dude.
I think Chubb will still
I
for
like
sure
it.
take Pierce's spot.
Oh, for sure. He already took it. He already took it.
Yeah, like
But I love it because it's no risk.
cheap, yeah.
It's a 1 year. There's incentives, so he has to reach them. So then you get the most out of him
Yep.
for him to be worth
But
for
it's
him to
just
get
like,
that.
dude,
That's
money.
why I love the Patriots
It's
so
like
much because they
a
use that with their.
great
They did that with
fucking
not with their
contract.
running backs
Like,
necessarily, but their tight ends, dude. Oh my god, they would roll
Honestly,
them into fucking block that way.
if I was a Texans fan, I
All
would
day
just
in the pocket, dude.
Yeah.
I would get a
Throwing the ball.
Chubb jersey just for the name. But his last injury was just so gruesome, bro. That
know.
No, it was,
I
and
had
that's
him.
why it's
Huh?
such a low
Yeah,
risk
dude.
thing.
It's
I had
just
him.
like if I don't know if you could pull up his
Because
injury.
he was one of the
That
he was a
would be-
top 10
Can you
running
pull
back.
up his injury?
I had him and Aaron Rodgers.
Can you pull it up?
Ooh, that's rough.
Dude,
But I
his-
like the
his
way you're
injury
saying
was
about the draft
so
with like the money
bad, dude.
aspect. Like you have an allowance, right, to buy players and whatnot.
Exactly.
I like that because I could be better off with that type of strategy versus just knowing players and
Drafting
knowing.
guys.
It's not that easy though, because think about it. If he pays $75 on one dude, you still got
You
11
fucked-
fucking dudes with
you
200
fucked
bucks.
That's what I'm
yourself.
saying though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the beauty
But
of
no,
it.
that
That's
weeds
not
out the
exactly
stupid
it.
people.
Because you're either gonna up it up
you.
$5
No.
and he's gonna take
It
it,
weeds out,
or you're gonna
like
not.
there's
Shit.
gonna be like 4 or 5 people in your league that don't know shit.
Like for
That
me, I'll be
weeds them out.
super conservative.
I'm not
I'm not
gonna do
gonna
that.
be all risky.
I'm not gonna do
bro.
that 4 or
Like,
5.
No,
But that's
I'm
what I'm
gonna-
saying. So you have two different strategies. You have a person that goes in there and just like blows all their money at the beginning,
and then
you
gets
have-
nothing at the
Yeah.
back end.
and then you have another person that comes in and they're like, I'm not spending all that money on that player.
No, I'm gonna find the bargains
Yep.
in the middle in the beginning that are still good, and then save my money to get the sleepers in the later rounds.
But what people do, I will tell you all this, is like, you know how like a rolling draft, you always pick the best player.
Yeah,
What people will do is they'll go after like a third string wide receiver at the very beginning and be like, okay, I put $1 on him. Then it's kind of up to you, okay, do I want to up it by $2 or up it to $5? And I know I'm probably going to take him because he's only a wide receiver 3.
right,
So then, but you're at the end of the day, you're only spending $5 on that wide receiver 3.
right.
So it's
Okay,
I like
so
the
can
strategy.
you do this? Like, can you do $1? Let's just
Yeah,
say.
God,
Let's just,
everyone's
no, no,
stuttering.
let's just say. And I'm stuttering because this motherfucker. keeps
No, but
fucking
everyone
on my
is
ass.
stuttering.
So hold
Like
on, look.
we're all stuttering.
Can I do this? Can I put $1 on a defense? Nobody. All right, let's just say, it's just theoretical, right?
Yep.
I put $1 on a defense, and it's a shitty defense, and nobody's like, fuck it, I don't want this defense.
yeah. Then you take it.
Second
$4.
round, okay. So the second person comes. Can I get another person again?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Can I get 1, 2, 3? Let's say let's do that.
What do you mean?
Can I do that?
What do you mean?
Like cheap? You mean
He's
like
hacking.
cheap players or what?
Let's say I just outbid people 3 times in a row. Can I do that?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
But it's up
Nah,
to
I
you.
ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Because what I'm saying is like, I'm gonna throw his name out there. BJ, he's gonna probably try to like
Okay, so question again.
Probably.
probably.
Baba Bay.
I don't know.
Question again.
I'd have to look into how
Let's
those
say-
operate before I.
Let's
commit
say
to
we're
the
playing
idea.
waivers. How does waivers work?
So waivers the same way.
You
How
don't
do the
pay,
waivers
you don't
work?
you don't pay money for those guys.
No.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
pretty
money
logical.
only.
it's
Oh,
whoever you can
okay.
pick up.
The money
It's
only,
essentially it's only for the draft.
right.
Right.
And then like whoever picks last is still gonna get first waiver. It works the same. The only thing that's different is you get money at the draft.
Then we need to do 2 leagues.
I would
'Cause
like to
I
do
like
two
the
leagues.
I like the OG league, but
No, I mean if you want to do a second league like that, and that'll be like a practice for me. It'll be like a practice run of that.
But practice
that time.
leagues never work, dude.
what? It's still
I
getting
no,
paid.
but I will commit to both.
We can do like
I
a practice
want to
for, like,
win.
20 or something.
Ah, yeah, that's fine. I just
But
want to.
they-
I just want to get that idea
so you think it's
down.
gonna be real with me doing this first time?
I
It's
think
gonna be
so, dude.
practice for me.
But that's on mine. Like when I joined that league, dude, I knew nothing about freaking.
I already know I'm not gonna be spending no 25% of my fucking money
But that's what I'm saying.
on a first round draft.
Then the person that spent $75, they screw themselves because when it gets to the end,
It
they
weeds
can't
out the
bid.
idiots.
Yeah, because they already spent $75, so now they're down to $125.
But that doesn't make it fun to me. That doesn't make it fun to me, dude.
Well, no, like
because-
here's the thing, like
because then it's
if
just
you
top
have-
3 going at it. Like,
so if you have no money after your first say 3 picks,
Right.
do you have to wait for the waivers?
No, so the way it works, so like let's say I spent all my money on the first 3
I took a
people.
loan.
You have to have at least $1 for every position that you have still open.
Okay.
So let's say you spend all your money on 3 players, and let's say we have a 10 roster, so you have to have at least $7 left at the end, and you're only betting
$1.
$1. So somebody can bet $2 just to steal
And
it.
they steal it. So you're
So you're fucked.
Well,
You're
no.
fucked.
So let's say
fucked.
well, no. So let's say there's a person who does that,
Yep.
and every single time they're up, they get outbid.
Yep.
What are they just left with? What's left over after the draft?
No.
honestly,
They
to me, that's so
they-
easy.
they keep going until everybody's
Just
stuck
have
with $1.
ChatGPT help on the side.
Dude, that's so easy to me.
And
Honestly,
then nobody-
And then everyone's good is gone, and you're
Dude.
just hoping on
Like,
sleepers.
Dude,
and
that's
should I
so
do?
easy because all you have to do is literally base your money off of the percentage of what that fucking position will get you.
But if it's so easy,
that's
then let's
all
do
it
it.
is, dude. That's so easy.
Then let's do it.
dude. Like,
Why-
make a second
why-
league
why-
about
why-
it. Then.
why-
No, let's do the first
make
one.
make
if it's
a
so easy.
second league.
If it's so easy, why don't we
Dude.
just do the league about it?
All right, so hold on. I'm the previous year champ, and previous year champ, previous year second place.
Yep.
Why would I give that league up,
Because it brings a whole different strategy into it.
dude?
It's not okay. Before you were winning, who was winning? I was.
strategizing.
So that's what I'm saying. It changes everything. It makes everybody back.
I would like.
Like
I'm
this
down
year-
for 2 leagues, but
like
if you're
this
down for
year-
one, I'll do the one.
this year
but
I'm
it's
probably gonna
like
win.
I literally feel like that's kind of easy. I don't know.
This year I'm gonna win.
I'm down to do whichever. I mean, I the reason I like 200 is because it changes everything. It changes the way.
Man, dude, I already
Like-
know who. I already know who's gonna go all out, and then
Oh,
I'm
I
just
know.
gonna be like,
I know
chilling.
too.
BJ.
But yeah, he's gonna go. And BJ's gonna be trying to
I'm
like run
gonna
it.
spend fuck all.
But then you get like people.
Spread my shit around.
You get people that know. Okay, you're a Cowboys fan, so I think you're gonna spend a lot more money on
CD.
So then
Nah,
I'll just.
I don't even give a fuck
no,
about all that.
No. I'm just saying like.
That's what you say.
So I know you're gonna like try to give everything for CD, right? So then I'll just keep running up the price, and then once it gets to like a stupid amount, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna back out.
See, I'm going for Pickens.
And then I leave you paying freaking $60 for CD, and it's like it wasn't worth it.
Just for me, like I don't know. If I was to play this, I would already have a percentage of what I'm gonna spend on the first round, because
No,
I
but-
feel like that's where everybody's gonna fuck up.
No, but it even tells you when we draft. It tells you.
Oh,
Projected,
it tells you that for real?
It tells you projected money that they're worth.
Oh, okay.
But
So
same
you
way.
know if you're overpaying or you know if
Exactly,
you're
yeah,
exceeding the limit of whatever.
And same with it, like it tells you like, okay, this person is projected for round 1 or round 2, but then sometimes that person
Patrick Mahomes.
round 5.
So if you put
$60
20, if
first
you put
round.
25, can I put 26?
Yeah.
And then somebody will be like,
27.
I got your
27?
ass 28.
Okay, but then I could put 29.
And I'll put
Yeah,
30.
but I got trash because I wouldn't go over 25.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Shut the
So
fuck
you
up.
get those.
Nah, I want 2 leagues. I'll do 2 leagues though.
But then
I'll do 2 leagues.
But then what if you do 25 and I'm like, nah, I got
Let's do 2 leagues.
I'm down. But why not just do one?
Dude,
What are you
look,
scared of?
so look,
no, listen.
I'm not scared of anything. Last year I did 3 fucking leagues.
Listen,
and that
I
was
understand. I
Stop
understand
bitching.
where
I did
Saul's coming
3,
from.
bro.
Nothing.
Because
Too much.
because
What?
it's
Too much.
a fun sort of risk-free way of experimenting with that idea without changing what we already have established.
But test leagues don't work, dude. I'm telling you that right
No,
now.
but it's not.
It's not a test league. It's a
not
separate
test
league.
It's
What
a
we have
separate
now,
league. No,
I
listen.
feel- okay,
it's a
I
separate
feel-
league where we're testing
Brother!
an idea.
Like I feel like what we have now,
Yep.
we need to change it to
Uh,
a keeper league.
I don't like that. I don't like a keeper league.
You don't like keeper leagues?
I don't like keeper leagues at all.
Why?
I don't know. I just
Just do
I
one
want to
league.
I want to start
Huh?
over, dude.
Why don't you just do one league?
I think keeper leagues only work with when you pay for the player.
I like year to year. Shit
Because-
changes, and I
no,
don't
because
want to go I
On
don't wanna
keeper
keep
leagues,
guys.
you get to pick any free player that you want on your team.
One free player.
But that's what I'm saying. So you get like a raw player that you get to continue getting throughout the years. When money comes, and then it is a keeper. So, but let's say I pay $20 on Saquon. Next year, I still got to keep him, but he's going to be $30.
and you lose that.
And then instead of starting with 200, I'm starting with 170.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keeper, I feel like keeper
So it
only,
it de-incentivizes you to keep really.
unless you draft like let's say what's his name, Puka whatever.
Puka Nacua, yeah.
And let's say
Puka
you got
Nacua.
let's say you got him for $5, right? Because he was like he came.
He was a
in-
rookie and he didn't know what he was gonna do.
Yeah. So then he goes off, and then now you can keep him for like $10.
Ah.
So then you get like a kind of like a steal.
So
because
the value won't increase just because the player overachieves its position.
it won't. Well, no. It only increases because you're gonna keep him. So then instead of paying 5, it doubles to 10.
All right.
So
But
then,
but if you didn't keep him, then he'd be worth more money out
if you don't keep him, then he goes back to $1, and then let's
until
say
someone overbids for him.
let's say Saul $10, right? And then it kind of makes you look stupid because you're like, okay, I could have just kept him for.
Right.
Why me?
$10.
I got him.
No, I'm just saying.
So what I like, I don't know.
I feel like we should have these
I like those
conversations
because I
without
do-
alcohol
Yeah, true.
because I'm a little bit buzzed.
No,
and
honestly, if
losing
we're
the
gonna do
plot
that,
here.
I feel like we need a separate
you,
league.
you choose it, you bitch.
No,
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much to just
dude.
change it to a buy. I feel like we need to
I'm
slowly.
so sweaty.
I feel like we
Me
need to
too.
slowly
Hot.
integrate into that. Like I feel we need to have like the 2 leagues, bro.
And then it's like up to you at the end of the year. Like
It's not fair.
if you want to just start a whole new, come into
Shut
the
the
season
fuck up.
with nobody, then you start with $200. But then if you want to keep your players, then you have to spend the money that it increases.
With that vein.
I don't think it even.
Boy.
I don't know.
Right here.
2 of them.
For me, honestly, it
Is it
doesn't
2
even
now?
Fucking wishbone.
matter because
Dude.
honestly, I feel like the whole season is about the waiver wire.
I'm
dude.
fucking get
But that's what I'm-
tattooed down here.
Okay,
Right?
Over like
The
this.
Avatar.
but that's what I'm saying. It kind of goes back to luck because then when you play the regular way, it's like luck. Whoever gets highest pick is always.
Nah, because dude, like
All right.
it all comes down to the waiver. Like what's that lucky pick where the dude gets injured and his backup comes up? I feel like it's just the waiver.
What's up with the
dude.
comments?
All
Nobody
right,
comments.
we're 3 on 2. Let's
No, it's
let's
a year.
move on.
Yeah,
I
let's move
think.
on. Let's move on.
No, let's
update.
fucking
Time out. Update.
I will use the restroom. Hey, can you-
Iran's IRGC, their military. Coming very soon, we are planning to unleash a missile of such immense power that it will leave the
Oh,
world
God.
astonished. They're gonna they have nukes and they're gonna fucking drop one on Israel.
On
sounds-
Iran.
Wait, so does
No, Iran said they're
Iran's
gonna
in-
do it to
Hold on,
Israel.
hold on, does,
Iran's military came out
so
and said
time
this.
out.
That means that they were making nuclear weapons
Yes.
and they're gonna fucking launch one.
I don't want to sound stupid, but how close are they?
Oh, they're right there, dude. It's
They're-
like
yeah.
Israel, Iraq, Iran.
Oh, well, so we shouldn't even worry about it. We should
So-
just be worried about
No,
what's
it's
happening
none
in
of our
California.
business. The only thing is that
We're allies with.
Allies.
America is Israel's
You falling
bitch.
asleep over there, boy?
No, I'm thinking about this shit that he's saying.
America is like
Did he
doggedly supportive of Israel
You
to
didn't
the
have
point
a
where
beer.
it doesn't make sense because it doesn't benefit
Why?
us.
They don't have a beer.
Honestly, bro, I feel like America wants this.
No, where you?
Well, no, neocons.
That wine was
Neocons
fucking
want
good.
it.
He been
I feel like
drinking
the
that
government
agua de
wants it,
coco.
dude.
No,
And the cigar?
military
Boy.
industrial complex
So you give me
wants
a head
it.
rush?
Yeah.
Anything where they can profit off of the sales of military equipment, they want it.
Does Iran have that dome?
Mm-mm.
No, only Israel.
Israel has it, but they're already getting their missiles through it.
So the
because
only
they're
way,
launching so many of them.
the only way to interfere with that is just throwing a fuckload of them.
No, exactly, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're throwing so many missiles at them that they're getting through, especially in Tel Aviv, which is their capital.
Can we pull up an article or something about it? I
Yeah.
want to see what they're saying.
Man, can you stop yawning?
I know.
I know you hitting us with.
fuck? Yeah,
Nah,
you
you
did.
hitting us with
I
little
saw
yawns.
you.
Yo, when you said I was digging in my tooth.
No, you
That's
weren't.
crazy, dude. He's yawning slightly.
What was digging in his tooth?
Wow, Joe, I could have called you out so many times when you were
Who,
yawning.
me?
Mm.
Me?
Wow.
There's no fucking way. There's no way.
I've never seen Joey stop drinking.
Because he yawned.
Dude, I ever played
No, I stopped drinking because Noah stopped drinking.
Huh?
Putting up a fucking
Sega.
what is that
My
shit?
That was my
A blockade. I'm putting up a blockade.
Sega was
Right
my.
here.
I picked the Sega over a PlayStation like an idiot. when I was
Get on my
like-
ships, fucking blocking
Wait,
them.
what?
So when I was a kid, I wanted a Sega Genesis so bad, and I remember we were in Best Buy, and the PlayStation had just come out,
Yeah.
and my dad's like, "What about that?" And I never heard of the PlayStation, and I was like, "I don't want that. I want."
Look at
a
that
Sega."
yawn. Look at that yawn.
No, I'm looking at what it says. I'm looking at what the boat says.
Look at
What the
that.
thing says.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, they're
This is gonna
drunk,
get
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, I was like reading it.
Yeah,
For real.
dude.
I'm
Okay,
start
what-
calling you out now, bitch.
What was it on?
There's no way I'm yawning.
What was the
There's no
article?
fucking
Oh,
way.
it was on some fucking bullshit Instagram thing.
Can we go to like recent?
Fuck.
There should be a live update through AP News.
Go ahead and point at it again.
AP News right there, live updates.
16
What's
hours
Mike
ago.
Tackett
The
got to
link,
say
no, the
about
link,
fucking
right, the
Noah's
link.
nonsense?
That right there, it should have like a
Mike,
like,
where you
That's
at about
one
this
day
dude?
ago though.
But they should be posting live updates
Yeah, but you-
on their site
They should be.
right there. What does it say?
But it-
June 13th at what time?
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
It's like morning over there. The sunrise is breaking over there.
UN chief calls for escalation to stop, saying peace and
Peace, love, and positivity.
diplomacy.
Boy,
must
Logic.
prevail.
Peace, love, and positivity, brother. What about that album, dude? That shit was good, dude.
it was good. I like it.
Fuck. Dude, did you hear about the one that Juicy J sang about his mom?
Too much talking though.
Bro,
No,
there
did you hear
are no
about
videos
his
of like
mom?
the missiles hitting and shit.
Sorry.
So I think there's a. I'm sorry, let me sit down.
No. Go ahead. You're good. Here we go. The ass shaking.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give us a little twerk.
Watch the plant. What?
Oh, shit.
So there's this. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I hope y'all are still on the Iran thing.
We are.
Yeah, we
hurry
are.
up.
There's just
Iran.
there's just Iran.
You ran how much?
I'm about to pull it up. See if
Ran
it's
so
true.
far away.
Indeed.
Fuck it.
What?
Yes, damn way.
Mm-hmm.
What you gotta say, motherfucker? Goddamn, spit it out.
All this dead air.
I don't know. Fucking no
That
ain't
is-
drinking shit.
ASAP.
Oh, that was the video.
No, I was about to freaking yawn.
So
I know.
there's this
I was astounded
page.
by what I was
Alright.
reading.
So there's this page on X
Yonder.
called
Just like this.
Iran Military.
Mhm.
They're pretty much like posting everything that they're
Nigga
gonna
said,
do.
I'll take a beer.
Boy, about time somebody drinks with me.
Like
Hey, give me
they're
one.
pretty much
What?
covering everything.
If Lewis doesn't come, we'll get BJ back.
Which is fucked up.
Give me one.
Back.
This is it. That was the last of them.
Oh, you know that's not.
You know what it is though? I'm not gonna lie. These don't go as smoothly as the Estrellas.
Was it stronger or what?
No.
I just don't
they're,
like
they're
them.
stronger. No, they're stronger.
you're
They,
right.
just they don't go smooth though. They don't
I like these,
they don't blend.
but
Wanna taste it?
they
Wanna
quench my
You wanna taste
thirst
it, bro?
better.
They don't blend as well. You're not gonna like if you don't like mine, you're not gonna like these. Even worse.
I like these a lot though.
They're
So, are
stronger.
you gonna say something?
It all tastes the same, dude.
Yeah.
No
so,
way.
Yeah.
No
Like-
fucking way.
No.
The Estrellas
No,
go
the
down
Estrellas
smooth.
are really good.
They go down smooth. The ones I drink.
Really good.
Hey,
Don't you also bring
shout out to
Pacificos?
I like Pacificos.
Those are really good.
Those are better than these though.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I fucked up. It's because.
Yeah,
But don't
fucked
you
up.
buy the quartz in that?
Oh, that's true though. But when you have a big fucking, what do they call those? So. I bet.
The Kawamas.
Yes, those. No, because that's all they
Where
sell.
you at, dude?
Taco
They-
watches?
No, they sell them in Mexico. They sell like
The balitos?
the big bitches.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait, they're
that's
bigger
all
than the quartz?
boy.
No, the ones that he always brings.
yeah, those
Oh,
big
those?
daddies. Yes,
Boy.
dude. That's all they sell over there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's like your, like you go get a beer. You're like, oh yeah, get you one of those big ass daddies.
That's like what, 3 beers in one?
it's like
That's
two,
like
two and a half. Thank you, 2.5.
That's not bad. Then you only have to buy 6.
yeah, that post I was talking about.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'll
they
be
usually buy
scrolling.
those and then like a
I'm gonna go to
whole.
sleep.
How the
What
name-
happened? What happened? What you got?
What you got?
What you got? The fuck?
I don't know,
What
dude.
you got?
What you got?
Oh, ad libs.
I bet. You wanted me to open up another one.
I got.
You wanted
okay,
this.
like,
Hey, you wanted this.
ever since I.
Yeah.
alright. So when I stood up to use the restroom,
Oh, look. What Carlos
got-
What
said?
happened?
I shit my
Fucked up.
pants.
No way.
it hit me as soon as I
Hey,
stood
Carlos,
up.
are you subscribed? Please subscribe.
What do you put? Caco what?
Carlos.
Cacahuate?
Cacahuamas.
Oh, yeah. there you go.
I thought
he said peanuts.
Yeah, I thought that's peanuts.
Cacahuates.
Is that what it is?
Ew.
Look, it's
Yeah.
almost fucked up, dude.
You know what that
Can't
is?
move.
Fucking peanut.
Cacahuates?
Yeah, you haven't seen the commercial with the
I
Astros?
thought you said taco watches, like
Nah,
the truck guys.
cacahuate.
No.
That's peanuts.
Cacahuanas.
You know what? This is what I gotta say. How I'm feeling right now.
Oh, it's crooked.
Hey James, can I get a cigarette, dude? Please, I'll give you $2.
Dude, no. Just
He said,
give you-
"Please, I'll suck
just-
your dick."
take it off the tab of the
Yeah,
fucking.
can I get one too? Can I get one too?
Yes.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
let me
no,
get
no.
one, 3.
No, no.
How many you have left?
Got 3 left.
Hey,
I don't care.
no,
No,
it's
no, no,
okay.
no.
I don't want one.
Joey,
Diaz.
I'm gonna throw it at your
Diaz?
face. Take it.
You gonna throw it at my bald head? Dude, this shit is fresh, dude. I just shaved this
One
bitch
more?
today.
Take it.
How do you shave it?
Dude, I don't. It's not.
Well,
With just razor or what? What do you use?
well, first of all, I don't have any clothes on when I
Whoever
shave.
fucking wants it, I don't care.
How do you open this? Okay.
So I'm standing there butt ass naked in front of my mirror when I shave.
and then
Wait, what?
He asked, "How do I shave
Yo,
it?"
Oh, shave! I thought you.
I think I just
Are you
burned my
shaving,
I
eyebrows.
thought you said shit.
I think I just burned my eyebrows.
Bro, it's like orange.
I was
It's
like,
orange.
what?
He takes all his
Let me
clothes
see.
off.
Do it. Right there. You got it. You got it. You got it.
You stand in the
Hey, I
mirror.
just burned my
with your
eyebrows,
shit.
guys. I burned my
Yourself in
eyebrows.
the fucking eye.
You know what it's
I'm
called?
about to
It's
shit.
called a Bugatti.
That whole Bugatti my eyebrows off.
Boy, the fucking
No, but how do you shave it though, for real? You just
Well-
go straight razor.
well, like I said, first step,
Naked.
a strip butt ass nugget, buck ass nugget.
No, when I shave my head, I'm in my underwear for real.
For real?
Dude, I'm telling
Yeah.
that's the only way to do it,
It's
man.
easy. I don't want to get hair all over my.
I don't
Can
want
I
to
make
get
a-
fucking nasty. All
Can I
over
make a
me.
how-to video?
Yeah, come on.
You can't. I'm on.
Why don't you just do it in the shower?
We can do it together.
No, together.
I'm down.
In the shower.
Like you shave
So
his head, he'll shave
I
your
bought
head.
a skull shaver for that, but I haven't used it yet. So I just use clippers.
I don't like using
Shower.
the fucking
Wine and
zzz
stuff.
because it
I
makes
can't
me.
use clippers in the shower.
It
So
No, but
fucking bumps
you like
me up.
you leave yours like
no, I do like the low, like the zero on the clippers. So
Right.
there's still a little bit of hair. I don't
Dude,
like bald.
I'll let my hair grow out and I'll fucking
don't-
just all of that with the razor. I
because
don't give a
you know it's shiny enough.
No, dude,
without
use the
I don't want it
shaver.
to be super shiny.
Dude, it's so crazy because B walks in and all you hear is,
But do you put shaving cream on your whole head?
"Oh yeah, I'm a fucking bald eagle."
Do you go
You
white?
use shaving cream?
Oh yeah,
Have you used conditioner?
no,
I did that one time.
I never use conditioner. You know why I don't use conditioner? 'Cause I have a greasy ass head.
No, I did that one time where I shaved with like
I'm
a
super
razor,
oily,
and I just
like
I didn't
naturally.
like it.
I can't use
I
conditioner.
had too many. I had too much of that.
Oh, fuck
Like
that.
my head was itchy as fuck. I couldn't do
When
it.
it grows back out?
Yeah.
No.
Like even when I shaved this shit off, my
You know
face
what?
would
Hold
be
on.
itchy as fuck.
This is a
Okay,
perfect
so hold on.
Joey Diaz
How
skit.
long? How
That's
long?
what happens when you don't go into training.
Hey, this cigar. This
So-
cigar.
He's
someone-
not- he's not in
someone.
No, hold on. No.
No, wait, no,
He's-
you wait.
No, he's not in training anymore. That's why he's fucked up.
What do you mean?
He hasn't been in training.
Oh, you
He's
haven't
not in
been here,
training.
that's
You-
why.
You're not in training,
He's
boy.
Well, I've
So-
had wine, shots, beer.
Look at James. He's fucking in training, dude.
That boy's
Training for what?
Hey, hold on, time out.
Getting fucked
Hey,
up.
Oh, I
Joey,
drink every day.
Joey,
So.
did you ever buy those hydrogen tabs? Hydrogen.
Boy, from that website from Gary Brecka.
I got them hoes.
Did you?
Where you pee blue?
No. That's a different drop.
No,
for
but
shit.
honestly,
That's
they
that
do.
methylene blue, isn't it?
that's methylene.
So-
bro.
Yeah.
On an average, I walk like a fuckload of fucking
Dude,
steps.
you do. When he said that statistic
So-
the other day, I was like,
My
what?
legs are
Statistic?
always fucking
Is
sore.
that
dude.
right?
I walked
Statistic?
like 25,000 steps, which equal to like
It says
11
statistics.
miles.
So I wanna get a thing because I'm on my feet
Oh, you want
for
a thing?
8 hours.
We got
Like,
plenty
I
of things
don't-
around
I
this.
So what you
don't,
can do?
uh,
Do you have an iPhone?
4.
No, yeah, I do. I have my work phone.
Okay,
is an
so
iPhone.
on the health app, you go to the health app,
If I
click
was
it.
I need to do that thing.
Check your
because
steps.
I want to see because I don't
Y'all
like sit
smoking or
down
what?
when I'm at work.
But
I'm
on your-
fucking
on your-
constantly fucking.
If you have an
walking.
Apple Watch, it actually checks it a
Okay.
lot better. But then when you get to the steps, there's a step calculator. You put your height, and then your weight, and somehow it calculates like your step width.
I'm gonna do that
Calculates
because
the fuck.
because
I don't fucking know. So, anyways,
I don't sit down when I'm working. I'm
No, dude.
constantly fucking on my feet. I'm on
so
my
for
feet
me, dude, I
for 8
walk
hours a
like
day.
10 miles a fucking day.
Dude,
So my
The
legs
statistics
are
you
always
sent
hurting
And I'm
because
like
I'm
moving
not-
barrels
No,
and
no,
shit.
no, 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 no.
So like, what do you
Okay,
do?
all right. Thank you.
Wait, like you don't,
Thank you, Gabriel.
You don't like sell? You don't make like the sell?
No. I produce the stuff. So like I'm in the paint kitchen.
He's
making
moving,
paint,
bro.
Making paint and stain, and like because where I'm at,
What bitch?
like they don't have permits, so like I have to like have a level of maintenance. I can't build up anything. Like let's say they need a certain amount of different colors. I can't. Okay, let me make a bunch of it so you're good
Smoking
for
that
the
shit.
next 2 weeks. I have to make
Once I hit
it
it.
day by day, so I'm constantly busy doing that shit. Like I'm always on my
That's-
feet, always working.
So what are you doing there? You have to step so many times.
What do you mean?
Like, what's your job? Like, what do
you want to be like Big X the plug, Big
All
Stepper?
right, so
Like, give me an explanation that James just gave me.
me,
Yeah.
I run automation machines
So why do you have to make the step? Because it
They
doesn't
should do it.
because
They should do
okay,
it
so like what?
automatically.
Okay, so
No,
the
no,
way
no,
I
let him explain.
the way I explain it is an automation machine is like those scientific experiments where like people make like a ball and they come down and then it fucking loops in and like
Like a CNC machine?
and all has to be synchronized and
it's
then
like a whole scientific experiment.
exactly.
shit.
So let's say like the ball comes down and it hits this joint and it's supposed to fucking come over here, but this joint is fucked up. You have to troubleshoot that hoe. It's just a big fucking like,
How big is the machine? You got to take all those steps.
dude. I have like 16 automation machines that all work together to literally make a bag, put the chips in the bag. I literally make the bag like how pretty I
Hold on,
wanted
hold on.
and shit.
Hold on, I have one question though. What the fuck is going through those test tubes?
What do you mean?
What kind
Wait,
of liquid
a
is going
bag
through
of
that
what?
shit?
What do you make?
Chips,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what kind of liquid is
oh, so
going
you
through
gotta
that to
operate the
produce that
machinery and
bag?
shit.
dude. I literally make the bags. I put okay with the chip bags.
Okay, wait. Like, what do you mean make the bag? What do you mean make
That's
the
what I'm
bag?
saying. What kind of liquid is going through those fucking test tubes to make the
Okay,
bag?
so
like-
look, we have these big ass
we-
rolls of film, right?
Okay.
Within that film, I
Okay,
have
time
to,
out. Is the film? It's not labeled or anything. It doesn't have like no like the label that we see at the store.
No, it's filmed. We get this from this third company.
so it already has it printed and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have to measure it. We have to make the cuts on it. We have to make it like for each like let's say you get so like whenever y'all complain
Okay.
about the chips being
Wait, time
like
out, time
fucking
out.
a bunch of air and
Right,
shit,
right.
it doesn't matter about the air, right? Because when we get these potatoes, let's say you're getting Lay's and it's potato chips. When you get these potatoes in, there's a bunch of water saturation inside these potatoes, right? So let's say these potatoes are filled with a lot of water. You're gonna have more potatoes in your bag
Okay.
because it's more airy. Let's
Okay, but
say,
time
right?
out. So is it a sheet or is it a roll?
It's a roll.
So you
It's
load,
like a 70-pound roll. I have to fucking
load it onto the machine.
okay. I have to grab these 70-pound rolls. I have to grab like 12 of them a day and load them up
How many can you load at once?
2 at a time.
Okay. And how long does that? How many bags does that make?
Bags, bro. That shit makes oh
Like
my
a day,
God.
a day. Like
Okay, in a day, I probably
Like-
make 4,000 cases. Inside each case is maybe like 104 bags.
how many rolls?
How many rolls?
He said 12. He said 12.
So okay, I have 4 machines. Each roll has four rolls. I probably change it 4 times each machine. That's 16.
Okay.
16 rolls.
4,000.
cases, 100 times 4,000. Dude, I make so many bags of fucking.
And these are full size bags or like the little.
Yeah,
small?
bro. So whenever y'all complain about the air, it doesn't matter because at the bottom it says the weight. It's pretty much like if I'm selling you a fucking gram of fucking weed, you're getting the weight of it. It's not about the.
So if it's like a
it's
dense
not about the air.
amount, yeah. If it's a
So if
dense
you're
amount,
getting-
it's heavier than it is.
If you're getting like this fucking, if you're getting a potato that has no water in it, it's gonna be a lot heavier
Right.
than if it's full of water.
right,
So you're gonna have a lot more chips in your bag, but really you're eating the same amount of chip.
got you.
Right.
So QC they already inspected like the chip and stuff. I'm guessing. And then when it comes to you,
we already regulate these farmers.
he just ashes on my carpet.
It's always on my jeans.
Not messes. Okay, so
Don't complain when you did that.
no, yeah. So QC already signed off. They said the
Yeah,
the
so
chips
like
are good.
they already
That's it.
know if the potatoes are trash or not.
But y'all still sell them anyways.
Yeah.
You know who I
Yeah,
think
'cause I
has
don't
the
give a
worst
shit.
QC department? Whoever makes Takis.
Why?
Dude,
Takis
like,
are
We
always
be getting a whole
full.
rock of fucking
No. That's
So
what I'm
Takis
saying.
is different. Takis is corn.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. So like you'll get like one bag and it's like full of the seasoning, and then like all the freaking Takis are like super.
So that
red.
what that comes down to? All right. So like in our schedule, in our work schedule, every 2 hours, the person that's loading up the boxes to like load up the bags into the fucking box, that person every hour to 2 hours they have to go up there and scrape. Pretty much like all the chips, it's a whole Allen system of vibrations.
Mhm.
With the vibrations, every time it vibrates, the seasoning is just slowly falling off the chip.
Like
Right.
trickling
So
down.
it accumulates, bro, on this Allen system of like thick ass fucking seasoning.
And what do y'all do with that when y'all scrape
Okay,
it off?
so every hour to 2 hours, you open up these chutes. There's like these big ass holes, right? They open them up, they scrape, but there's a gap maybe like this big on each side of the abort system.
Mhm.
So some of the seasoning just trickles around. So whenever they're scraping, you don't have perfect people, bro. Some people just scrape and just like let all the seasoning drift off. So then that's the seasoning that gets all into the fucking bag because we don't know as me myself that like has to package this shit.
Right.
I'm trusting these people upstairs to like get all the seasoning, but they don't. I already
Right.
know they don't, but there's no way I can fucking tell that.
So what do y'all do with the seasoning y'all scrape off? Or is that like
I'll throw it away.
contaminated?
Let's
Oh.
throw it away.
Y'all already
But
use it.
me myself, I'm not gonna say nothing. But I collect it sometimes. You know.
You get the straight seasoning? Boy, you should.
Yeah, boy, I fucking grab that hot Cheeto seasoning. Just,
Boy, imagine doing like a brisket in that.
boy, I had some Cool Ranch seasoning. Man, that shit's delicious.
Boy, I'm just
What
saying.
did you put it on?
Just make your own chips and shit.
But it all depends. Yeah, it all depends on like what you're doing as well. Like, okay, so the potato chips, it's like a dry seasoning. It's just sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
It sprinkles onto the chips, and then like the hot Cheetos is like an oil-based seasoning. So it's literally
more
like this,
heavily coated.
it's this big chamber of oil that gets mixed in with the seasoning, and it sprays liquid seasoning
Right,
onto
yeah.
the chips, and it sticks.
That's why it's so heavy.
That's
as
why it's so
opposed to, like, chips.
cheesy
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you know, as potato chips is salty.
So with all
Seasoned.
like with all of RFK going in there, is that affecting you yet, or
We've already made change. We already changed all that. This is one
What-
ingredient, the
what color is
the red
yours now?
40,
Red 40, yeah,
Oh, so
that's the main
y'all are
one.
pulling it out?
and then as well we've already
Because
bought
that's
that.
a main thing in like
yeah.
hot Cheetos and shit.
We already bought that. You know that company Siete. I don't know if y'all fucked with that.
Oh, dude, I fuck with that.
We bought
On
that
HEB?
company already.
Really?
Yeah, we bought that whole like 6 months ago.
Dude, that's all we eat.
So they actually bake all their corn. It's
Yeah.
corn, but they bake it in olive oil. I mean,
Yeah,
avocado oil,
yeah.
and it's a whole
But what
lot
about, like,
healthier.
But what about like
Boy,
baked?
that shit is good as fuck.
What about like baked hot Cheetos? Do y'all follow that same?
Yeah,
thing or
we bake it all. Yeah. But I don't know if you noticed, the seasoning literally tastes different than the old school with the red 40.
Well, what about the Cheetos? Because that orange color is not freaking.
Same shit.
So
we-
y'all are gonna pull that too or no?
I already did.
Boy.
So what color is yours gonna be
That
now?
really though affects the flavor. It's just a
It does.
dye. Is it really?
I mean, it changed. It makes it more like acidic. It's like that's what I can. It's like there's like this weird fucking gross flavor now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
don't like it.
they're using something to still
To
dye
compensate for the
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no.
But anyways, as far as my job, it's like I have faults all day. I'm chasing faults. I feel like I'm chasing somebody all
right.
fucking day.
So
bro.
your job is just like finding the fuck ups.
My job is to keep my lines running, and if that
Right.
bitch stops, I have to figure out why the fuck did this bitch stop? Because there's a lot of like emergency e-stop. So like if something fucks up, it just automatically e-stops.
So you're like the whole.
I'm everything, bitch.
Like the documentary with
dude,
the.
I'm telling you, something fucks up. Somebody comes to me like, "Hey, why is this fucked up?" I'm like, "Motherfucker." Dude,
and does it time you? Like how long it's been? Like
Yeah. So you got 10 minutes before the chips on top. All right. So like, there's this big ass. All right. So how I said the
Hey,
Allen
watch my
system.
plant.
Sorry.
Right.
So there's this whole Allen system, right? And within the Allen system, there's these holes,
Right.
and they open up based
Okay,
off
what's an Allen,
photosynthesis.
for
Huh?
anybody that doesn't know what's an Allen system?
An Allen system.
I don't know. I don't
It's pretty much like this big ass. All right, it's like a half pipe. Let's just say it's a half pipe where the chips are going through. That's all it is. It's an Allen system, and it has these little chambers that open up and close depending on how heavy the depth of the chips are on the bottom. So if it's like light, it's gonna open up. That way you can fill it up. That's all it is. So like towards the bottom, once it gets less chips, it's gonna open up, fill down, and it's like that, bro. And if let's say this is full, all my chambers are full, and this shit's coming, the fryer's not gonna fucking stop. It's all gonna go to the trash. So like you have to just move.
So how much do y'all have to like?
Boy, we trash like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
thousands
how much
of
waste?
pounds a day.
Jesus.
And y'all
4,000. Like
But what do y'all do with that? Like, cause I know y'all don't.
all right,
Just throw it away.
so that we throw into this big dumpster, and it all gets compressed and sold to farmers to feed pigs.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, at least they
It's fucked up though. I don't want to
Yeah.
say what company I work for, but it's fucked up because the trash bins aren't just food.
Well, no, but that's exactly.
I'm gonna tell you that.
But
which
listen,
is which
Wait,
when
what
I
do you mean?
when I first started working here, I
Trash
noticed,
bin.
Yeah,
right.
but what's else in it? Like plastic and stuff?
bitch, everything.
listen.
Boy.
And
So
it's
y'all-
like, okay, so
so
this,
y'all compress all that and then the pigs eat it.
but
Hey.
it's not our responsibility because it gets sent off to a third company, and they're responsible to
Extract all that?
separate everything. But it doesn't, bro. There's
American-
metal,
well,
and
no.
it all gets fed to the pigs.
American
That's
pork
fucked up.
can only be sold in America.
Yeah.
They do not sell American pork in Europe. It's illegal
Yeah.
in Europe. It's illegal in Russia because of shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only place that eats
That's
American
not even the
pork
worst
is
part.
America.
that's not even the worst part. So
They
in
rape
or-
children.
In order, no, goddamn. In order to,
Sorry. I took it too far.
all right, for our plant, we literally cover like everything, bro. Like we cover from like here to Dallas to San Antonio, like all of Texas, pretty much. Every plant has. All right, so the plant in Dallas, they do bean dips and like dips. That's it.
I like
But
the
here
videos.
we do nothing but like chips.
How many?
Right.
How many?
How
of you?
much water do you think
Oh,
is being
shit.
wasted?
A
What
ton.
water system do you think we use?
Prizes.
Mm-hmm. And if not that, what do we use?
So do you work
the
off
aquifers in Rosenberg.
Do you work off of a company
Where?
that's based on
No, I don't want to say.
Giving it all the way.
Highway 90?
Stop it.
That's
But
crazy, dude.
so
You work-
yeah, what I've read
I live
into,
right by
like
there.
I've talked to a lot of people there. There's always like legal matters within Rosenberg, like whether we use the aquifers in Rosenberg or if we use the river system. And
Where?
right now we're
What
using the
river?
river system.
That's disgusting.
I wonder what kind of like
Fucked up.
filters y'all run.
Fucked
out.
I
up.
am no longer going
Because
to
another
eat this
thing-
particular
like-
brand of.
like let's say
It's too late.
let's say we fuck up on something. The plant doesn't get shut down.
Right.
All that happens is we pay a fine and keep going.
Yeah.
It's nothing, bro. It's like what the fuck.
Well, no, for them, if they're producing that much, like, and they were able to waste that much, then paying a fine isn't shit.
Dude, they make so much money, bro. You'd be surprised, bro.
Are you
Like,
trying to make a change?
I mean, no. What can I do?
Protest?
Well, you can do anything.
Oh, please. And
So
then
how
lose
many-
your job, and
LA?
then you're fucked.
How many?
Fuck that.
Like how many of you are there? Like in that same position?
We have 124 of us.
But at
That's how big our plan is.
No, but
it's
like-
one of
And
the
what you
biggest.
do?
no,
It's
at-
one of
yeah.
the biggest in like the U.S.
No, but on your shift, how many of them are doing exactly what you're doing?
I don't know. 124 divided by 3. Because there's 3 shifts. There's 124.
So, like 40,
Yeah.
41 people.
Boy, that's a lot.
Boy, you're
Dude, I'm
fucking
telling
mad
you,
at some
dude.
point.
All right. So like how I said,
So
there's
divided by.
I make
3 is
4,000 cases.
4
right?
divided by.
Fuck you.
100 bags in each case. Each bag is $1 that they sell it for. Dude, I'm making so much money for these people.
But I wonder what the profit on their side is.
No.
I'm sure it's a lot. I'm sure it's a lot.
And where do y'all get the potatoes from?
I'm glad
You
I
know?
make paint.
Local farmers.
Oh, Boise, I get it from local.
Yeah. So like, let's say it floods, like with this flood, we'll have issues, bro, because then their waste, they get so much waste that like we have fucking rotten potatoes and shit. We can't even use them. Just throw them away.
Have you
I bet
guys
you
ever heard of?
the buyers are like stressed out over there. Dude.
Boy, that motherfucker, dude. If the power goes out, this motherfucker will be willing to be on an electrical bike and shit, like just to get this shit going.
Boy,
Like, dude, this motherfucker is always stressed out, bro.
Do you
Like,
guys know how they do the McDonald's fries potatoes?
No.
Like, so the potatoes they use are so heavily pesticide that when the farmers collect them, they have to put them in a tent and stay away for like 3 weeks to let the pesticides outgas.
Yeah, I heard
Like,
about that.
it's so dangerous that they gotta like put them in there and then leave the area, and then for like 2-3 weeks, the potatoes just outgas all the pesticides that are in them, and then McDonald's like only picks specific potatoes from that because they have to be perfectly shaped in order for them to get their perfect fries from them. But that's what you're eating is like.
But it's not even
insane-
that, dude.
I'm
Like,
pretty
when
It's
sure.
not even that. It's not even that.
But I'm saying not them, but McDonald's.
No, but
if you eat
no.
McDonald's
Why are you
fries,
looking at me?
you're eating.
I think it's the same for
pesticide.
y'all. Because if you leave a Cheeto
Looking at
out,
my head.
the same way you leave a fry out,
It won't fucking.
it's not gonna rot.
No,
No.
but it's gonna go stale.
It's gonna go stale.
It's gonna be like.
But you
like,
won't.
know,
But you won't see mold on
no,
it.
but yeah, it doesn't mold. And the same with fries, they're gonna get all nasty, but
it's
not
like
gonna
that.
mold.
Maybe the
that
potatoes, I
level
don't know
of
about the other shit,
pesticides,
though.
Like it's like I don't trust shit, man. That's why I want to grow.
So
a
like
garden.
the hot Cheeto, that's like a fucking cornmeal. That's like a
Yeah.
cereal.
It's not even a rule.
That's like a I don't
seen
even know what the
Chick-fil-A
fuck it
fry
is.
Get mold on it. Found in my car the other day.
And it's crazy, bro. The hot the hot fry and
Damn
the
kids.
man, that shit's so weird, bro. Whenever they're making it, dude, you see this long string of shit,
Oh,
and it
shit.
it leads to like this chopper. just-
Only
this is-
cuts the little things and drops them in the oil.
So do
Bro,
you like,
but
do you
it's
eat
so
it?
funny when I'm looking at the camera, dude, man. Oh my god, when I'm looking at the camera and that shit, like, let's say it's hanging off, and this hang is from like here to like far, dude. When this bitch like accidentally cuts and it just goes on the ground and just starts spaghettiing, you looking at the camera like, man, this boy getting fucked up. Dude, that shit starts spaghettiing and shit. It gets hardened quick, bro, and it's just like.
But it didn't kill you, like do you still eat like the chips?
Hell yeah. I mean, I don't eat. Honestly, the only thing I eat is like regular Cheetos, fresh. They're
It-
so
it,
good.
It didn't.
bro.
It didn't like kill like your like appetite for.
Yeah, I don't like any Lays. I don't like potatoes.
because you saw the way they make.
Don't. Yeah. No. I like everything, bro. They're really.
What you mean
Clean
fresh?
about everything.
Like, as soon as this comes off the conveyor
Makes
belt,
me
you
think
take
of
it?
your
Bro, as soon
grandpa.
as the fucking
Oh yeah, dude.
dude, if
Where
a
how
hot,
he is with the rice.
Rice.
dude, like
We're
a
like, you'll
hot
fucking
Cheeto or
gag.
like a regular
Annalise
Cheeto
told me he, like,
fresh
gagged.
Yeah, he won't eat
is
it.
so different, bro. Like it
Yeah.
melts in your mouth. It's like what the
I still eat
fuck?
rice. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not being
But-
honest.
Nah, like as
love
far as like
Japanese rice.
as far as
I
how
like
they
beans.
make shit, it's sanitary. Like we have a whole sanitation
To a
team.
point. To a point.
Everything is good, but there are holds big that y'all don't know about. Like it's like what the
I
fuck.
try not to eat shitty.
let it
food
out.
What does that?
most
What
of
does
the
that
time.
mean? Holds?
A hold is like where there's like a literally you could kill somebody and
Discrepancy.
you have to recall everything, but it's not enough to where it went. You reach the public.
Okay, so that's good. So who do they blame in that situation? Do they blame the person that's like?
Boy, documentation. Everything's documented.
So do they blame
Every
QC?
day I'm documenting.
No, but do they blame? How far do they go down? Like, because I know a lot of times.
Bitch, it
like,
goes down to like below me, like
So
all right.
that's what I'm saying. That's not right because I feel like a lot of
Nah,
times that's management.
because
and then
at
management will
the
blame the
okay, so
person
at the very
that pointed
time
the
it's
finger.
like a trickle effect, and then when it comes to me, it's like, oh well, shit, this dude didn't fucking,
Yeah,
and then this person has to be like, oh well, shit, this dude didn't fucking, and you know,
I don't.
so it's all about like how well you can speak, like if he's asking me like what the fuck happened, and like I'm not just like, like I don't know what I'm saying.
He's
That
put it on
blames
you.
on me, dude.
Yeah.
Like shit, I gotta be like, oh well, shit, I did this and this, like bullshitted or whatever.
But still, your manager should be held accountable for that because y'all are under him, so he should be
exactly,
taken.
yeah.
But it's not gonna.
Nah,
goes
there's a
back-
Yeah,
lot
they
of shit.
just they just pass the blame down the line.
And that goes back to the damn
There's a lot of shit I could say
submarine
off,
thing.
off
It's all the
air.
same thing.
What?
but-
The submarine, like how they always
They
just,
say shit rolls
just
downhill.
Yeah.
pass the blame down the
Oh
line.
yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah.
not right, man.
That's
There's
why
a lot of
I've
things
never had
like-
a problem being like, nope, I fucked up.
So you got
Or like,
CYA.
let's say like we
Stop.
make a really heavy seasoning, bro. There's this one seasoning we just made. It's like Kansas City barbecue. That shit is so strong, bro, that even when you like sanitize it, it still lingers onto the next chip because it's just so strong.
Boy.
But how do you sanitize it? Like what?
Yeah.
We have a whole sanitation team.
So
What does that
What do they
What are they
use?
doing?
What do they use?
So this is the trick that they do.
Oh, I'm done.
All right. So let's say there's a recall, right? And then like it has to do with
How often do y'all get recalls?
boy, it's like once a day.
Boy.
That's how many chips we make, bro. It's like fucked up all the time. So like the blame goes to the third party.
Do y'all batch control?
What do you mean?
Like
like numbered and shit.
yeah, like if you're gonna do a recall, do y'all know which?
Yeah, they go by cameras, by documentation.
So there's not like daily.
batch.
You have a batch,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, this batch from this day was the one that's fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah, they know exactly what
Okay,
happened.
so
bro.
there's back
Like
to
there's
back
no
control.
cheating it. Like, nah, you'll get fucked. If you're not responsible, if you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do, you're gonna get
Like
caught.
is each bag unique with its own like serial number, or is it all tied to one batch of the
Yeah,
same?
so like each roll has its own serial number on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure
film,
a certain number
each
has
So
roll
you'll
to
have
be-
call it a
bags of
whole
like
batch
And
one
each
or-
roll,
batch.
so each roll lasts about an hour and 30 minutes. So they know exactly like, okay, when did this start?
This
happening?
is when it happened.
They know all that shit,
That's
dude.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
I mean,
batch-
but
it's batch
but that's
control.
also good for them to like control
Have
it and be
to.
able to recall
They have
shit.
to.
They
to
have
know
to,
exactly-
bro. It's a fucking Fortune 500 fucking company, bro. Like they have to be on that shit. You know, they can't have no fucking. But
Just
today
after
it was something crazy, dude. I can't even fucking tell it right
But that's
now.
crazy
Why?
because
Why?
it's like
I'll tell it off air, but nah, this shit.
it's crazy because it's
No,
like
tell me.
the same situation at like where I work. Even though we don't make food, but like we get like parts that are like bad, and then it always comes back down to who received it, if they actually like inspected it.
Yeah.
And then some of the parts, like, okay, let's just say like a diode comes in from the same company and then it came in bad. So then what we'll do, we'll flag the
Mhm.
rest of their deliveries until like a year. So that means like anytime they deliver anything to us, it's going to flag saying, hey, these need to go to inspection before we actually start
Right.
building.
Just to clear out that inventory to make
So,
sure
like-
that everything is a-okay.
yeah, yeah.
So on my machines that I run, like I have an automation machine on top that like there's 14
What?
scales.
Let's go to you.
So there's 14 weigh scales on this machine upstairs, and it literally like weighs
Literally?
I'm sorry, my
Okay.
mouth is dry.
He always
It
says-
weighs-
I'm sorry, my mic was cut out.
So it weighs each scale weighs like the amount of product in it.
How often y'all calibrate the scale?
You have to do it every changeover. So like every time you go from like hot to hot lemon or whatever.
Right. There's always changes.
Or if your shit's fucking up. Okay, so
wait,
like
wait, time
so
out,
every
wait.
2 hours, we have to weigh our bags. We have to make sure that like we're giving y'all the right weight. That's all that matters is weight.
So, but y'all calibrate yourself. Y'all don't have a third party that comes in and calibrates.
Nah, I calibrate it.
Boy.
The thing that we have the third party is on the all right, so our biggest thing is allergens, right? Dairy. So if we're going from cheese to non-cheese, we fucking bring somebody to like clean it because if our non-cheese product has cheese in it, we blame the third party. And the third party is literally like a company that's like not even part of this fucking shit at all.
Right.
So we'll blame them and fire them
They
and then
come with a
get
pressure
another
washer?
third party. Huh?
They just come
Nah,
with
bro,
the-
they use chemicals and shit to clean everything, bro.
What the fuck?
What kind of chemicals?
I don't even know. I don't know, but it's pretty strong.
I would love to see
Acetone?
like.
Huh?
'Cause,
Acetone, he said?
No, I'm saying like
Mm.
what chemicals? Because I mean I know.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's soil off.
Acetone?
They say soil off, whatever the fuck that is.
Well,
What
I'm
the
pretty-
fuck is that?
I don't know.
I would
Let's
love
look
to
that up.
see like the buyer that has to buy
What?
Huh?
Soy
that
loft?
chemical. There's somebody at your place that you work that has to buy all that chemical.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's the third party.
I would
Again, that's the third party.
The third
But
party
somebody
don't buy the
from you
chemical.
have- somebody
The
from
third
somebody has
party
to
does,
do
bro.
the
The
purchase.
third party handles the chemicals and
No,
everything.
no, but I'm saying like just the stuff that you don't have that you're just sanitizing that you don't have to get a third party in. That you're still using chemicals, right?
Okay,
to
so
clean?
like for us, all right, the shit that we don't need a third party, we just
Right.
wet wash. It's called a wet wash. We pretty much get like rags with water and just
boy,
for color. That's it. Because there's no allergen to it,
Yeah,
so you
no.
don't need
no
you don't-
soap or nothing.
you don't need nothing because there's no
I'm
color
not
to it.
eating
Dude,
that
that
particular
don't sound-
company's food.
You don't need
anymore.
it.
That don't sound right.
You don't
at
need
all.
it because there's no allergen to it. So like every 5 days, we're recommended. Well, recommended. We have to sanitize.
Well,
Said
5 days? That's a
recommended.
lot of food.
Nah, he said recommended.
5 days is a lot. That's a
That's what I'm
long
saying.
time. That's a very long time.
Yeah.
shit can get rotten.
Yeah, I ain't eating chips no more.
Within
But
2 days.
But it's not y'all's fault because I'm pretty sure the regulation is like no longer than 5 days.
That's the
Yeah.
regulation. Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
exactly.
No thanks.
After the 5 days, then the sanitation
Yeah,
team
so we gotta
comes and
change
sanitizes. But honestly, I mean, it doesn't last more than 3 to 4 days.
Got a bald head.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, bro. Now this crazy shit, bro. Like on a thunderstorm, we
I'm
could
glad I
have
don't,
water
I'm glad I don't
leaks.
deal with none of that shit.
We could have water leaks. So yeah, like if it's raining, let's say like it was raining. This I have to look up in the ceiling, make sure there's no water leaks falling on the shit.
Wait,
Like,
what?
Oh yeah,
bro.
because those old warehouses, they all fucking.
It's not
leak
even
and
that. It's
fucking-
just like you never know when there's a roof leak. Like you always have to be looking. And it
But I mean-
happens, bro. This
but-
place is massive. All right,
Well, no,
from the
but-
parking lot to where I gotta go is like a 10-minute walk.
But also
big.
like I've experienced this firsthand. Like even if the company's like a huge company, like maintenance on a huge warehouse is incredibly difficult, and there's always going to be something. And then how long does it take for them to even get to it? Because if they because it's hard to pinpoint a leak. It's a small leak in the roof. You got to go
So
up
this
on the
is
roof
my-
and fucking fuck that.
I'm not even worried about like the whole rotten or whatever. I'm more worried about the season control. Like, so these people, they have to do salt tests on each chip for an hour. Man, these people half-ass that shit, dude. So you're probably getting chips with like fuckload of salt on them, and you're just eating
Boy,
them.
like the sodium.
So the nutrition
yeah,
factors
dude.
aren't today.
And it already has a bunch of sodium. in it.
Dude, you're relying on
No, it has an
somebody.
ungodly amount.
Dude, you're
Boy,
relying on
it's like
somebody
500
to
milligrams of
like.
sodium.
But wait, where y'all getting the salt
One bag
from?
is your fucking
What do you mean?
daily intake.
Like the salt, somebody.
More.
Where'd that come from?
It's a third party.
Boy,
It's a
Boy.
big ass bag of seasoning pre-made from a third party.
Boy.
Boy.
And we
They're
had
using
told them
slaves
exactly.
to
So
get
they're
that salt.
smart. So they're
Yeah,
smart. So it's
exactly.
like if there's a recall on the seasoning, oh, well, we're blaming this third party. They're smart, dude. It's like they'll never
And
get
y'all
the
do
blame.
siete like that?
They're
Shit
about
that's
to.
brand new. They're going to, yeah,
Motherfuck. That was my chip, dude. That
yeah.
was our new chip for the girls.
It's a corn based.
That's how I like Trader Joe's, man. They
I like siete, dude, because that was all.
But that's the thing
They
about
only have like
all right.
7 ingredients.
But
in
we
their
need to bring
potato
somebody that
chips.
works at.
But it
Trader
doesn't matter
Joe's.
because look, these
well,
big
no,
ass.
there's still faults with Trader Joe's, but
That's
like
what
I
I'm
know
saying.
I know they have a version of Takis that doesn't have red 40 that's really really good. It's still really good, and it doesn't have red 40 in it.
That's
But
crazy.
Like
I don't know
that,
what else it
uh,
has in it.
That chip I brought you today, that's the same company, dude. You would be
You ain't pig food.
amazed at how many fucking
Haven't eaten it.
companies this company owns. You just don't know
I'll
about
try
it.
it.
No, isn't it like only like 5? Like I think PepsiCo,
Wait a minute.
Dr Pepper, but they're owned by Dr Pepper's owned by
Coke, probably.
Snapple.
Oh, Snapple. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like Snapple / Dr Pepper Co. And then there's like 3 other ones that are like super.
So
big
what
that
they do,
own
like,
everything.
Celsius, like we just bought them already. So
Boy.
yeah, dude.
I don't
Like,
fuck with Celsius. Though.
so like a lot of times, like let's say there's a competitor. Let's say you're a competitor. I'll buy you and then just
me?
fucking disband your company. Like I'll buy you just to throw it away.
That's the same. At work, we do the same. We like
Yeah, like they have to do that. They
what's-
they
what's the
they
one in
buy you
Sugarland?
just to throw you off.
So that's why they bought
Floor?
siete? Just to throw
Nah,
them?
them is because
bought
of the
them out
whole
too.
new administration. I'm pretty sure.
No.
it's a healthy brand.
what's the big company that we just bought up? Remember I told you?
Ecolab.
No,
Nalco?
on Nalco. So we bought them out because they make chemicals, and then we were struggling to obtain like a lot of chemicals. We know that they make chemicals
Use-
for
yeah.
our customers, so we bought them out. We're just gonna take over their whole thing and then just close that whole thing. It's-
Yeah,
dude,
they be doing that shit, dude.
What, the one off 90?
Yeah. That's all SLB now.
For real?
It's
Yeah,
all- dude.
I want to work there.
it's like a big ass
Same with
monopoly. I
Floor.
don't
You
know how
remember?
the fuck.
You remember
Yeah.
how Floor was like booming, and then we go out, we buy them. Now you don't really hear about them anymore.
They closed the big ass location.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what we do. Another company is what was the other engineering company? Cameron.
Yeah.
We bought them out.
Dude,
we're
I remember
slowly,
them.
we're slowly
Holy
just
shit.
all those layoffs that just happened. A lot of them were laid off.
I was wondering what happened to them too.
Dude.
Because I remember, so going out to West Texas, you see all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what these companies do, bro. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, man,
It's kind of badass.
it's all
when-
fucked up. Like, I don't know.
Paint.
I think it's just badass whenever you go out there as far as the oil field because you kind of see who's booming because you'll see the trucks that are rolling on the road.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm always looking at like the decals. I'm like, who's this? And a lot of them out there, I'll see like Siemens or
Siemens?
I mean,
Yeah.
Why don't
they're
you
big.
then? Why don't you fucking invest when you see that shit, dude? You're getting a fucking.
Well, I just look and then like you said, like Halliburton, dude, it's like scarce out there with Halliburton.
Well, when
Is
I
it really?
when
Yeah,
I
it's
rode
not
out with
too
you,
much.
I was
But
like,
aren't they a defense contract company now?
no, they do. They do. That's our competitor.
But I could have
Big-
sworn
big
Halliburton was
competitor.
like the major like
Because of what's
military
his name?
industrial.
What's his name? That,
No, they
No,
still
Dick
do oil.
Cheney.
Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
They still do.
Do
oil.
they-
Dick
That's
Cheney.
that's
Dick
one of our
Cheney.
biggest competitors.
Yeah. Thank
Like
you.
a lot of the people we hire is from them.
Yeah. But you'll see a lot of them like phase out.
You
too,
work for
like,
Slumberjay, right?
Nope.
What was it? What do you work for?
He's like,
NOV. That's another one we bought out.
oh
NOV.
no,
Yeah,
I
NOV.
did not.
It's
There's
ours
one
now,
right
too, dude.
here.
Yeah, give it like 2-3 years and be gone.
That's the one I was thinking about.
NOV.
That's the crazy shit, bro.
NOV.
National Oil Varco.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, but you know who makes good chips? HEB,
Think so?
bro. I'm just saying, we'll be doing secret reviews. Them hoes be hidden, dude.
What do you mean
Like
secret-
their-
what is
their
that, secret
brand?
reviews?
Yeah,
Like
so we be having
spies?
meetings, bro. We'll have
got
meetings
spies
like we'll
and
do
And that's why
secret
I told
tests.
you we do it. That freaking what is it called? The non-disclosed.
Oh
NDA?
yeah.
So like
We'll
I
do
got-
secret tests, bro. Where we'll have random shit on the desk, and you eat them, and you're
Yeah.
like, which one do you think is the best?
Boy.
And they always
Boy.
win.
Boy, they're catching up.
So in that I just got promoted in.
Damn it, boy.
So like
Oh, shit.
yeah. So one of the new we just had a
HEB.
meeting about like yeah.
Big time.
So like
Big
one of
time.
the new things that
Big time over here.
they're gonna have me like reviewing is like a lot of the contracts that we have,
Mhm.
and then so like one of the ones I'm gonna have to take over is like all the stuff that we had for again the company in Sugarland, Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the chemical we had contracts with them, and then they have contracts with our competitors. So now, like I told Joey, we're gonna have to figure out how to get out of the contract that we have with our competitors, pay the fee, and then we're gonna leave them like pretty much dead. Now they're gonna have to go find a new chemical company to start buying. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but
Let's not
So-
name names.
we're not. So that's what's crazy, dude. Because then you start like today was like the real first day I actually started looking at over some of the contracts, and I was like, boy, like ain't no way. Like there's no other person in Houston that makes that much chemicals to supply like Halliburton and all them.
The quota,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Dude, so and then you can't go outsource now because of tariffs. Like it's so crazy at work. Like the tariffs, I want to deal with it now. Well,
Man, they
So
seem
who
to
makes-
affect
who
you
makes
guys
chemicals
more
in
than
Houston?
anyone else.
mostly what's that damn?
Was it
place off
Dow?
of 90?
Nalco.
Nowco. They
Oh,
made
really?
a lot, dude.
They're
Really?
an Ecolab company.
Because, you know, I
Nalco.
asked my boss, I was like, hey,
Yeah,
how are
mix
the
that
tariffs
shit up.
affecting us? And it was literally
My
like,
grandpa used to work there
oh, just our
forever.
buckets.
Retired from there.
One of my boys.
For us,
worked there, dude.
it's just the
Fucking-
buckets we get.
Well, back then
To-
they would give him
to
gold
put the
and
paint
diamonds
in?
for their
Right.
bonuses.
That's the only
Old
place
school.
we're affected by them.
No, so there's a little like kind of like a scapegoat
The
that we
fuck?
that we
Yeah.
found.
Yeah.
With the
I got a couple
tariffs.
boys to do that shit.
So we found that the government will do like an exemption. So we sent out all these parts to get exempted.
All right.
They were exempted. So now we don't have to pay
The
tariffs.
tariffs on it, okay.
But all the parts, like, so right now we're struggling with, there's a company in California,
Mm.
but all they do is pretty much get the part and ship it to us, but they build it in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaky bastards.
So what they're doing, they're telling us, hey,
You
Even
should
though-
be sneaky about that shit.
dude, so like, right now we're in a situation where, like, you know how Trump will come one week and he'll be like, we're not gonna
Yeah.
put tariffs, and then the next week he'll be like, yeah, we're putting in 50%.
Now we're
tariffs.
doing this, yeah.
But a lot of people are saying like, oh well, since he's doing that, we're kind of getting past it. No, we're not, because let's just say he comes next month and says, hey, okay, now it's effective. They're going to be looking for somebody to pay that extra tariff fee, which is
Mhm.
going to be us. So then we have to add that whole line onto our PO, so we have to pay it. So then what that does for us is inflation on the part, because we have to pay that
Additional.
So instead of paying 300, tariffs is another 1,500. We have to divide.
But
that
you don't
by
think you'll get
quantity.
reimbursed?
No. Well,
I'm pretty sure,
That's
bro.
the
Like
long
if it,
game. That's
like if
that's
it,
a long
yeah.
game. That's a long game, but that's not the thing. So the issue with that is invoicing. Once they invoice it and they send it to us, it's going to create a whole mess, because let's say they invoice it for 1,500, They come back and then Trump says, "Okay, we're gonna
It
pull
changes.
the tariff."
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be such. A
Now you
mess
have to
with-
redo all that.
They already
shit.
have a
Yeah,
margin.
yeah.
You already have a margin as of right now. Y'all should.
And then trying to get people to pay out the reimburse, dude, it takes forever. So that's the issue that we're like. I know they're.
Yeah.
Well, I know they came. Trump came out with that deal with China.
Mm-hmm. Did you see oil?
What was it?
Boy, I think it finished at like 73.
So it's
today.
going back up.
It's going back up, but I don't think it's gonna.
Well, it's
Shit,
gonna
they-
go
they
back
shot
up
up-
with this
they
war
shot up with
happening,
the
too.
Iran stuff
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
so that's another thing. Canada was like in a. They had like a big fire.
Yeah, I had a big
That-
pickle.
So then that caused the oil.
That's
to
the
go-
natural
to go-
forest fires over
Yep.
there. Yeah.
So that helps it, but a lot of people.
Who sets the price on the oil?
it's-
market?
Yeah, the market. But that's
So
the
there's
thing.
buyers to this.
Well, yeah. So right now it's gonna go up, but once the fire
It's
stops,
like a stock.
So
And
it's
then
going like company based, like who's buying the barrels at this price, and
Yeah.
it's just slowly like.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
stock.
buying.
you know,
it's buying and
whoever's
producing.
and whoever's
Ah.
investing in
what's
it.
killing us right now is we're overstocked on oil.
We have so much fucking.
We have so much.
It's
So
like a lot of inventory.
that's why you see a barrel
it's
going,
going
for
down?
like $60.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 50, 60 bucks. Yeah.
That's happened with the remote stuff too with COVID.
That's
and
why
everything.
gas is like 240.
Same,
You know?
but actually, it's worse than COVID.
Really?
I don't care about gas anymore.
Boy.
Yeah.
Well, whenever like I'm with Gabe when he says like when I see the gas at the
Man, I
pump,
just
and I'm
pumped
like,
that bitch. I don't even give a fuck.
well, no,
Well, no,
dude,
for
like-
you, but
no,
for me,
I
I'm
know,
like,
no,
I didn't
like,
get out of
dude,
oil.
not even just that. I just go it based on the economy because when I see like, so when I go out to West Texas, gas automatically shoots up. So let's say gas is like 250 over here. When you go out there, gas can be like, if it's 250 over here, it's like 280 something over
So
there.
the reason why I don't give a fuck about
Well,
oil,
I don't pay for my gas.
No, but I'm just
My
saying, like in
company- so I
general.
don't even watch
but I
it.
don't go off of gas. I go off of diesel. So because I'm filling up
No,
my big
that's
rig.
yeah.
But then, like I'll look, I'm like, damn.
Because
when I see it low out there, I'm like, dude,
Right. Well, I
we're
just
not-
realized, like, I
we're not
just
doing so
personally
good.
realized, like, I haven't paid attention to it in a while
Yeah.
because I don't have to, but it's like, it's still an important thing because
Right.
it affects everything.
Dude, it affects
Everything gets
every
affected
fuck-
by oil.
But what's
That's-
main
I'm-
is
that's why I'm
by
always
gas.
looking
As
at
soon as
that
the gas
shit.
prices rises, everything else rises because everything is transported by that, and the cost rises for everything.
but it's airlines.
Yeah,
That's where we get like
jet fuel.
yeah, and that's what causes a lot of the barrel to go up.
Let's go back to trains, man.
Boy,
But yeah.
all the Chinese,
so why
I
is it
feel
more
safer on a
expensive?
train.
the Chinese making.
So
the
why is
railroad
it more
tracks.
expensive in
Hey,
Cali
bro.
than here?
Fucking China. That's where Chinatowns come
Because
from,
they,
dude.
they have the
Hey,
thing
bro,
is-
there's Chinatowns in Mexico and shit.
I
That's what's
know.
crazy. There's like Chinese Mexicans.
the thing why it's so
Bro.
expensive in Cali is because of all the
That's crazy.
is all the like the laws. So like over here in Texas, the only time we add additives into our oil is during the summer. So that's why in summer you see the gas kind of spike up, and then in winter it goes down because we don't have to add additives.
'Cause the
That's
heat-
what it is.
In
The heat.
California,
So do you think-
I always thought it had to do with the fact that like in summer people travel
Vacation?
more,
You talking
and
about
generally
vacation? No.
jacks
So,
up prices.
I'm pretty sure
I didn't-
that's what causes it goes up.
but
too,
still though, like additives make sense.
yeah, because then if you put a barrel out there, they store them outside like in a shop or
It's
whatever.
like fucking 100 and something.
No,
degrees.
everything will flash off.
Exactly.
So like,
So we have to put additives in there so
Yeah.
that it makes it still potent. So whenever they deliver,
so it doesn't start to flash off and fucking
right
you know, diminish.
So then that's why California is so expensive because they had to add all these additives out there because of the cars.
right.
Yeah,
right.
different like emissions.
Yeah,
and shit.
so many emissions like smog.
Oh, no,
tests,
there's
we don't
way
have that
more
out
Plus,
there.
not to
rules
mention
over there.
The cost of living has to accommodate. I mean, they're gonna.
Well, everything is just so much more expensive.
Like
over there.
the company I work for, we used to be pretty big out there in California. A lot of them they relocated to Houston.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So you don't think that?
That's why a lot of companies
So-
come
some
to Texas.
some
No,
huge
because
major
isn't-
gas company is relocating to Houston.
Yeah, because
Exxon, I
Houston is the
think.
capital of energy.
Exxon's
I
another
think
one.
it's Exxon.
That's what like Houston is the
Well, no,
capital of
that's
energy,
why
bro.
I believe
A lot of jobs.
that if at some point in the future the United States is subject to a nuclear attack from someone,
Oh, for
Houston will be one of the first major
Exactly.
points
Oh
hit.
yeah, that's always
because it is
been,
the
yeah.
energy capital of the United States,
But you
and it's right up there with.
That's
New
what
York
I'm
City.
saying, bro. Because look, we're always worried about like job losses and shit.
They always say that on the
We're the
nuclear
fucking
strikes, though.
Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States. and
Well, I
also
think
the
aren't we three
largest
now? Third
energy.
now?
But that's not
It's the
news.
fourth.
No, that's not news. But the thing is that you're not taking into account is a lot of electric cars because that's pulling instead of us counting on like this amount of barrels to be out. now a lot of people are going buying electric cars, so that barrel is going to.
Well, it's not just oil, but it's energy in general.
That's why Trump is going at. That's why Elon's going at Trump to make the people think that he's back on their side.
But even what was his little Trump's thing? Oil. What was his little saying about oil?
I don't
Drill
think-
baby
I don't-
drill.
Drill baby drill. Like
yeah.
that has not hit us, dude. It's
No.
been worse than COVID.
Well, no. Again, that was a campaign tactic,
Yep.
and he hasn't really done anything in regards to
Well, I
that.
say that. Well, you say that, but when I go out west, dude, I've seen new oil rigs pop up, like in land that I would pass through all the time. That was not like even touched, dude. I see fucking Big Daddy oil rigs popped up in that
But
bitch.
have you looked at the rig count?
No,
It's still down.
is it?
So even
But
though,
I've seen like, well, I'll just say this week. So I'll just use this week as an example. When I was going through Iran, Texas, so that we have an Iran, Texas.
Bitch, Iran?
well, I get
Yeah.
it.
But I
now.
mean, I think Texas
We have
is
a
like
Palestine, too.
Texas.
No, but
operates
it was
on
tight
its
though
own
because I was like, dude,
schedule.
like I was passing through there and it was like all just dirt. And then like as I'm going through, I see these two giant oil. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm looking, and they're all like lit up like a fucking airport. I'm like, damn, this bitch is drilling
If
out
it's
here.
Iran, if they found in Iraq,
What?
Texas,
Close.
there's the oil.
That's
we're about to.
Well, all I know is once like Christmas time at my job, we were like low on
Up,
work.
up from
Like crazy?
294 last
After Trump
week,
got
down
elected,
from
bro, like
375
7
a
projects.
year ago. Fuck,
But that's what I'm
Crazy.
saying.
that's a huge drop off.
So even though it looks like it's going up, dude, we're still way off.
like the projected.
Yep.
And we just canceled a plant at our job because they didn't pass the like 20 million plus for this plant, right? I forgot what it was going to be for, but they all got canceled because they didn't pass their air permits.
But that's crazy because Trump went in there and said like he took off all the strict
Bro,
restrictions. He like cut them.
so they're building all the skids right now, putting piping, paint, everything,
Mhm.
and they're going to have to put them in storage so they can find a buyer. The whole plant, bro. Equipment,
crazy.
everything just stop, done.
Well, before I worked before
a
I worked
lot.
at the company I'm at now. So what we would do, we would build the skids.
yeah.
And what was crazy, I didn't really catch it on. So what the skids that we were building was to replace the old skids, which all ran off of oil.
Yeah.
And then at that time they were converting into like solar.
Gas? Oh, solar.
So then why it creates oil to be even less of a demand.
That's the one thing that I like about us and my job is we're in oil and gas, but like we're EPC,
Mhm.
so we have work in I mean all
Yeah.
across the board.
Yep.
Right now we're doing a huge 2-story 4-phase skid for a data center, a cooling center for AI development,
Right.
bro. Huge skid, 2-story,
Yeah.
crazy big, just to cool all the electrical equipment that's gonna be essentially mining,
Right.
bro.
But
Wild.
you know that's not going to last either, right?
Shit, it pays me.
Like right now, so what my company's doing, they're doing thermal energy where we get the power from or the heat from the earth,
Yeah.
and that's going to be able to power like all the ACs which pull the most. So that's even less oil.
Yeah.
So that's why, to be honest, I'm getting all the experience now because I might switch to like medical. I think
To what?
medical, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's nothing that's gonna like
Medical be that,
dude.
It's always going to be a demand for that.
The only bad thing is like the pay is. There's a couple of buyers that work with me and they came from medical. They're like the pay is not what we make here,
Yeah.
But if you're looking at long term, like
and you don't ever have to
Job
worry
security.
about like layoffs and all that. So
That's what I like about.
You gotta go to Florida for that.
luckily,
or any medical, even Houston's
job
still
security.
a big.
Houston's big as fuck on medical.
Houston's
Dude.
the biggest. But did you see that lady that was just on the Rogan podcast this week?
Kelly
She
Burns.
said, no, I forget what her name is. I
White
think it started
chick?
with yeah,
Yeah.
it's an old lady.
Oh, never mind.
But she was on there this week and she even said about because they were bringing up the whole COVID shit, and she
you
talked
got us in?
about she talked about how
Oh god!
what?
Oh boy, watch my play.
Boy, you
Well,
threw
she-
that shit hella high.
She,
That's left
she,
hand.
she basically talked about how
It's gone forever.
she thought Texas would be the first one to stand their ground as far as like mandates and stuff, and they she said that they bent the knee like that,
Yeah.
like it wasn't shit. The
No,
only
because a
one
lot
that-
of companies are actually moving to green.
Yep.
Well,
a lot
they
of companies
brought
are
for
moving
their-
green.
well, she said that the one state that actually
Can't lay down.
finally blocked everything was
You're right.
Idaho. She said Idaho. got rid of all the mandates for everything.
really?
Even for
Nah,
children
nah,
going to
man.
schools. You know how they have to have like a vaccine panel?
yeah.
So Idaho got rid
Well,
of
I know
all
that
shit.
didn't RFK just get rid of that whole like child
Well, he's
like,
trying to,
vaccine
but
schedule? I could have
Yeah.
sworn he
he's
already
trying
like
to, but I don't think it's been in effect
Yeah, I
yet.
don't think it's
Yeah, that's why.
I know he fired his whole fucking board.
yeah.
like 16 people, dude.
Boy, he just
I was like,
said,
boy.
Hey, are y'all
fuck
keeping
outta
up with
here.
y'all shots?
No.
Boy, I don't take no shots.
I don't
up?
do shots at
I
all.
went to the doctor. She was
Fuck
like, "Hey,
no.
you know you need your
No.
tetanus shot." I'm like,
I
I'm out.
well no, I took a tetanus shot.
Hey, can you
but,
give me
like,
that other one
I
back there?
took
though?
one vaccine
Oh my
shot. I
God.
will never do
I
that
need
shit
that
again
other
in
one
my
back
life.
there.
I will never do a vaccine again in my life. I haven't taken a flu shot in years. I never had a problem with that. I'm pissed at myself for taking the COVID shot.
Hey, can you give me that other one back there?
All right, guys. I think that's the.
Hold on, man.
Alright,
I'll
boys.
get it. I'll get
Hey,
it.
no. Hold on, we're gonna end it.
Yeah, it's about. I think 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's
Gay
it.
sex and
It's been 4
homosexual
hours.
things.
4.5 hours.
Next podcast we won't have you, James.
Well,
but-
No, I'll be gone.
No, but we'll miss you for sure.
yeah, for sure.
I'm sure you will.
where you
Your life
going again?
matters. Your life matters.
I'm just going to San Antonio. Hang out.
I'm gonna
JLM.
sniff your seat once you
Damn.
step
Watch
up.
out
What
for
you
the
mean
protest.
hang out? What I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Fine.
go to the Twin Peaks down there. It's so
No,
good.
I'm not. I'm going with my family.
dude, they got so
Go to the
much
Twin
good
Peaks
shit to
down there.
eat out there,
I'm
dude.
going to a fucking swimming hole and Ripley's
Oh, no.
and
Hamilton Pool?
Legoland.
It's
Come on,
flooded.
come on.
It's flooded, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like they've been
so it'll
dying.
be plenty of places to swim.
James,
No,
James.
they like
It's closed off.
yeah they closed a lot.
James.
Cool. There'll
Hey,
be plenty
James,
of places
James,
to
listen to
swim.
me. James, do you like sweet bread?
Yeah.
Mi
Uh,
tierra.
Rebecca said
There's a place called Pan Dulce. Hit that hoe up.
we
Are
gotta
you
get
talking
there
about the
early.
place that's in like the
Now, I
Mexico?
know where to come.
No,
Where the famous
it's kind of-
restaurants
Hey,
at?
Rebecca, real
It's kind
quick.
of on the outskirts of
Can Noah
San
come
Antonio,
next
but
Friday?
it's so good.
Listen,
quick.
all I know is this:
She'll say yes.
Mama Margie's has the best cheese dip
Oh,
I've ever
so
had
good.
in my life.
Ew,
Hey, no, you have to go home.
Fucking right, best cheese dip in the fucking
No,
world.
that's like
What is
Taco Bell,
Get
dude.
the no, dude. Their cheese
It's
dip,
like
their
Taco
queso.
Bell over
there.
Stop. Their queso is the best.
We're trying to get Rebecca to give Noah's Friday from
Noah-
8 to like 12. Can we
Next
get that
Friday?
for
Yeah, we
next
could.
Friday.
Yeah, we're putting a
6:20?
week notice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can we get that Rebecca right here live so I won't hear no
All
excuses.
right, we're not gonna cut it until we get the response. All right,
Mhm.
so let's play Wordle.
No.
Let's do another
but
episode.
Oh yeah, one more word would be cool.
Hey,
Hope
let's
you
do
have a
one
good
more Wordle
vacation.
to end it off.
Thank
One
you.
more Wordle.
I don't know
I
if
have
it's
not had a time offs in a year.
Oh, man.
Really?
Oh no, I haven't taken a
Oh,
vacation
'cause-
in like
yeah,
a
you
year.
just started the job.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
I need one too, dude.
Is it
No,
paid?
I-
You get paid vacation?
Oh yeah, no. You know what's cool about my boss? Like when I started, my boss was like, "Hey, just so you know, James, I don't take your vacation days off your vacation count."
Boy.
So he's like, "You want to take a week off? You still have your 15 days." So like,
Damn.
he's like, "I'm not counting your sick days. I'm not counting your vacation days. You know, when we're rolling and everything's good, take your time off."
Dude,
We got
that's,
Noah 8 to 12 next week. So we're good.
Hey, all I needed here was 8.
8 to 10.
Nah,
No, we
It's
saw
10,
12.
alright,
we
bet.
always saw was I saw 8.
We could do 7 to 10.
It takes them 2 hours to drive home. But yeah, so
Facts.
that's a
We
positive.
do 7 to
way.
10. We'll do
Well,
7 to
you
10.
And then don't forget you gotta relay your
Who you-
invitation.
What?
Next episode is gonna be episode 23.
Dude, that's
Jordan
a good.
episode.
I'm okay.
Boy,
I'm okay missing
23.
that. That's
Nah,
not
that's
a good
a Jeep.
number. So
That's
That's my favorite number.
too bad.
Hey, what does that mean in numerology? though? I'm gonna
33
check
is
that
the
out.
best.
All right, guys, if y'all like this, please hit the like and subscribe, baby. Go ahead and get a
Subscribe and
nice little
subscribe.
cup of wine and hit the sheets, baby.
Peace, love, and positivity.
Peaceful protest.